What's good, man? We back. Y'all turn me up. I know I'm late. I ain't been live in a minute. Studio 56, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap into the podcast. Make sure y'all tap in. Urban Politicians TV. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe button, all that, man. I've been on a hiatus for real, but we back though. We gonna vibe out real quick to 03 Greedo, 303. We get into all these topics tonight, man. We going in. We ain't holding nothing back. It feel good, man, to be back. You know, I've been on a real hiatus. I'm feeling good, though. I ain't even know niggas cared and fucked with a nigga that much, man. Niggas been hitting me. Niggas been tapping in. I ain't know niggas gave a fuck that much. That shit hit a nigga right here. For real. We talk about it, Mr. Alvarez. We gonna turn this bitch up real quick. We gonna vibe out it. We gonna get to it. I need everybody to hit that like button if you ain't hit that like button yet. Poulet for Compe for Shit Show. Marcus Whitfield, what's good? We back, man. Little hiatus, but it's all love. I appreciate everybody that been tapped in, concerned, everybody reaching out. We rocking. Mobile, Alabama. We finna turn up, man. Y'all vibe with me one time. Got 100 in the stage, nigga. That's a sleep, nigga. 303 Greedo, man. Y'all know how I like the vibe. We finna get it. We getting into everything tonight, man. We gonna get into the Joe Budden podcast. We gonna get into the DJ Envy versus Kevin Samuels. And I don't think I ever got to talk to y'all about Umar and Kevin Samuels, so we're going to get into that. Then we'll get into Rick Ross and Meek Mill. Whatever y'all want to get into, man. Yeah, I don't be smoking like that, pinning down fields. I can't smoke right now, though. I ain't going to lie to you, G. The Shit Show, Queen Mo Fire, that's love. Kobe Fitty, my guy. My nigga say he going to Mississippi for the parties. That's what's up. We here, man. We finna turn the fuck up, bro. We get one more track in, a little bit. Let me get my favorite Money Man track on, man. If y'all know Money Man, y'all niggas tell Money Man drop the tape, man. We need a new Money Man tape, man. We need that motivation on the streets. We need a new Money Man tape, man. Where the fuck is Money Man at with the music, nigga? That nigga starving us right now, man. Come on, Money. You know we need another motherfucking tape, G. Let's go real quick. We're going to jam a little bit of We Not Lazy. I know that's my shit. And then we're going to get into everything, man. We just letting everybody get here. Make sure everybody hit that motherfucking like. For all my first-time people, I appreciate y'all tapping in. Everybody who here for the first time, man. Let's go. Yeah, Act was going in my zone. We gonna get into that. I'm gonna need somebody to join tonight too. If you could turn your camera on. If you could turn your camera on, I'm gonna need you to join. At least two people, at least one. Y'all probably can't hear that. Hold on. Hold on real quick, man. No, we not lazy. We working, nigga. We still working. Cross string. Not claims. Chain. It's coming in my zone. All type of merch. Anthony Starlight, my God, what's good? Me and these niggas weren't raised the same. Got my own wave, I'm gonna change the game. Range it up. Don't play with us. Think about giving up. When I had kids had to run it up. I got that guap, I got bandanas. Y'all make sure y'all turn up, man. Hit the like button. We here. We need full participation, dog. We trying to turn this bitch up tonight. We need everybody interacting, everybody popping their shit, everybody talking their shit. All my political partners. Y'all, all my niggas is politically inclined. Y'all know how we rock, man. The sauce. Act always talking about Rory, Mal, and Jodo. Let's get it, man. Money Man, drop a new tape, man. Wherever the fuck that nigga is, man. We need some new shit, dog. Old shit still slide, man. That old Money Man shit go always ride. But we need some new shit. Let's get it. We popping that shit tonight. Appreciate it, Pipeline News. That's love. Appreciate you being tapped in. Everett Miller was good. Mike Cornington was good. Sag Season was good. Destiny was good. New sub. Appreciate it, Destiny. Appreciate that love, man. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you stay tapped in to the Urban Politicians TV. We got the Studio 56 podcast. It comes on every Monday. We probably gonna miss this Monday, and that's my fault. We missed last Monday. That was my fault. I've been down, but we back. We back. So y'all want to seem like y'all want to get into this Joe Budden podcast shit first. Brooklyn in the house for shit show, Mr. Alvarez. Who can join? Who got a camera that who can get on camera and pop some shit? Pipeline News, because I'm on StreamYard, I can't make nobody a moderator. But if you got your camera on, you can join. Priceless Fame was good. Appreciate it, man. I actually went on Star show tonight, and it was shocked, bro. I didn't even say my name. I ain't say Urban Politicians. When I went on Star, I called in the Star today, and that nigga, it was niggas in the comments that knew me. That shit was crazy. Yeah, Big Wayne, nigga been fucked off, man. Nigga back. I ain't back 100% yet, but we working back, Big Wayne. Appreciate your support. You be tapped in. But it was crazy, bro. I was on Star shit. I probably only talked on there for like 2 minutes, but a lot of motherfuckers on there knew me. That's crazy. All right, Marcus Whitfield, let's get it. Let's rock this shit, man. Let's get these motherfuckers what they came for, man. Gotta keep my supporters on point, man. Let me get my shit together. That's the link, Whitfield. Run Castro, yup. 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 All type of shit been going wrong, though. Besides that, too. I did get my COVID vaccine, though. Got to go take that second shot. Been going through it, Tony Snow. Been going through it, man. Yeah, Kobe Finney, tell him, man, we on the news and shit. Big ant to a little nigga, man. So while we waiting on Marcus Whitfield to join, we're going to get into the Joe Budden pod. Uh, uh, Pull Funko make for shit show. It's all love, man. We here. We rocking. Uh, Cut this fan off. Yeah.
What's the word? You can hear me?
Nah, I can't hear you. Can they hear you? Oh, I probably can hear you now. Let's go.
You can
Yeah,
hear
I
me?
can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, it was good, Big Ant. What's the word?
Same old shit, man. Same
Man,
old
it's funny.
shit.
It's funny you say you've been down a few days, man. I heard my ankle bad playing basketball Mother's Day. I've been down a few days too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, but what's the word? What you want to chop it up about?
Shit, I'm thinking everybody want to get into the Joe Budden podcast and then the academic shit.
Man, it's like
For
the
people
story
that don't know,
that keeps going.
I will say this. I don't know if everybody's heard that episode. The episode when they said it got posted, then they took it down and it only went to Patreon.
Yeah.
Did you hear that episode? The full episode?
I didn't hear the full episode. No.
Okay. The episode is Joe said a lot on there, and it's too much to even try to cover. And it's like, to even for a nigga try to remember on the spot. So I think some of the key things that people questioned with Rory and Mal that he did touch on was he actually said he tried to push Rory and Mal to start their own shows. He tried to push Rory and Mal to start their own shit. He said they didn't know anything.
I heard that part. Yeah.
He said that they couldn't go get deals. They had opportunities to go get deals. He said Rory was upset that he was talking to Akademiks or that he would possibly do another show with Akademiks. He had a problem with that. Mal had a problem with that. He said he didn't say that Mal made it very clear, but he basically said that he could tell Mal had a problem with the academic situation. He said Rory was behind the scenes causing all type of problems. He said the emails are there. He has the emails where Rory was asking, why is this person making this much? Why is that person making this much? He said he overpaid Rory and protected Rory.
Yeah.
Joe fired him directly on the show.
Yeah, I heard that part.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I heard that.
This is what Joe Budden is saying. Understand, we've only heard Joe Budden's side. I haven't heard anything. Rory and Mal haven't spoke on no details. This is all coming from Joe Budden. He said that Rory and Mal just they wasn't doing their part. He said he feels like Rory did go to DJ Akademiks' house. He feels like that is. He said whether it was true or not, that he felt that Akademiks believed that Rory had something to do with it at the end of the day. So it was a lot of other shit going on where he said the contracts was right there, where they could have broken down how much they were getting paid, how much they were making, but he said them niggas wasn't smart enough to know how to do that. Then he said that they went and got the same lawyer. Rory and Mal have the same lawyer.
Oh shit.
Then he said that what else did he say that was pretty big? Oh, he said Rory asked about the YouTube numbers and wanted to know like details and asked for ownership and all these other things. But he was like, them niggas was basically lazy and they don't do shit that Rory is entitled.
Well,
So
I mean,
that's a pretty much a summary of everything going on. Now, I want to say this. When I hear them, and this is only going because all I know is what Joe Budden is giving me. I really can't go. Rory and Mal haven't said shit with this from the jump. My only knock on Joe in this whole ordeal was it was being presented to us like it was a team thing.
We knew that. I mean, yeah, we talked about this on different lives, but
yeah,
his name is on it and he's the Michael Jordan of it. I think we could agree. So I think we all knew that you could preach that team stuff all if you want to. It's called the Joe Budden Show. It's not called the group show. You know, it was supposed to be called something else. What Charlemagne was saying. I think it's we don't have a name.
It was called I'll Name This Podcast Later.
Right. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. So I just feel like, in my personal opinion, if Roy didn't want no ownership in the beginning, why you want ownership now? Because he see that it's profitable.
And you got a point. And there's always going to be a comeback because of we don't know certain things. All I can say, like I'm saying, is I could go off of what Joe has spoke on.
Right.
I'll be clear here. Joe has spoke a lot about the creators and creators having say-so and creators being able to know their business, and everybody should know their business. And a part of knowing your business is asking questions. And if we're speaking in the aspect of business, and that's the thing, I guess, because like Joe would kind of put it out there like, I'm not going to be the person that's going to run his business and treat the people that's under me or that work with me the way corporate would.
And he did.
Huh?
I said, and he did.
And it's nothing wrong with that, to be honest
I agree.
Business is business, but the thing was that's not what Joe was preaching.
Facts, that's different, right?
Because a record label is going to tell you, you signed this contract, don't ask me shit, I don't want to talk to you about shit, and there's nothing for us to have a conversation about.
Right.
And if that's the way it's operating, that's the way it's operating. Now, I want to be very clear. I don't think Joe Budden ever was trying to fuck Rory and Mal out of money.
I don't know.
I'm just saying from where I sit right now today. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't feel like Joe Budden ever woke up and said, I'm trying to shortchange Rory and Mal and my staff so I could, and the only way you would shortchange niggas is so you could keep the profit.
Right.
I don't feel like Joe got into this business with Rory and Mal and said, hey, I'm not going to pay them this amount of money that they truly deserve and have worked for and earned and what is rightfully theirs. I'm going to purposely try to fuck them out this money so I can pocket it. I don't think Joe did that. I feel like Joe can be an asshole. I'm pretty sure Joe is very hard to work with. I'm pretty sure he has a narcissistic problem. I can't diagnose these conditions, but the character that he shows and the energy he gives off, he's got some issues. And I just don't see Joe being a person like, hey, I know I'm supposed to be paying Rory and Mal $100,000, but I'm only gonna pay them niggas 30.
Right. But you see, it goes back to any creator, any business. That's like whatever business any of us work in. If you go to the CEO and say, hey, let me open the books and see how much you're getting, they're going to look at you crazy. You know, that's going to be a problem. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but that's just how business is. The owner of any company, which is Joe Budden, they don't want to open the books and say, hey, you get this equally. You know, and that's just America. People trying to keep, you know, the most shirt on their back, as old people say. You know, he trying to get the bigger cut, but I don't think it was deliberate, like you said. But I will say this though. I will say this. Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's like, remember that dude JJ Redick? He said the owner told him, "Yeah, I'm gonna trade you, you know, back to where your family is in the East Coast," and he traded him to the Dallas Mavericks. There are no rules in business. There are no rules in the street. It's just what it is. Unless it's signed on a dot, that's when you say, okay, it's whatever. Unless it's you have paperwork and anything, a contract, because you know people can tell you, like it happens in sports all the time. Hey man, I want to go back to the West Coast, be with my kid. The owner gonna tell you, yeah, I'll trade you to the West Coast. They'll trade him to like Toronto or somewhere. You see what I'm saying? There's no rules in business unless it's a dotted line. So, but I mean, but the last point I would like to make. Remember when Charlamagne said like 2 years ago, whatever Joe Budden does, it's going to self-destruct because Joe is crazy. I think that's kind of true. You know, like you said, he got some issues, bipolar. He was on that dope at one point. Whatever he involved in, even if it's good, like, you know, everyday struggle, you know, it's going to blow up.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? My bad. Rory is acting like a girl though, because I don't care if any of my friends do business with my enemies. If it's good business, go do it. I don't care who you do business with. I think that's kind of girly to be like, oh, you shouldn't be talking to him, or y'all shouldn't be doing business together. I think that's weak as a man, but that's just me.
Yeah. The reason why I feel like it's weak with the academic shit and Rory is because of what it started over. And it led to that. It could have just been a
whole shit turned into real shit. Yeah.
It could
whole shit turned into real shit. Yeah.
Back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
It turned into AC, my guy. It turned into what they turned it into.
Right.
So Rory is, I guess, coming with an audit. He's auditing Joe. Joe said that he's going to lose. And I don't know what the fuck is going on with that.
But let's be clear. Whatever the Joe Budden podcast, if there's a LLC or a DBA, whoever that company or that name is owned to, that's the only person that should be worried about what the business is. If, you know, that name is trademarked by Joe, why the hell does Roy need an audit? You're an employee.
Yeah.
If we just talking real business.
Joe, like I said, Joe, I'll be honest with you. I took Rory, not that I know him personally, not that he's displayed nothing. The way Joe, the way that Joe has described him, and the way that Akademiks has described Rory, and from what Joe said on this podcast about some of the decisions he's made, the moves he's making, everything else going on, I have no choice but to believe that Rory's a complete dipshit.
I don't mess with him either.
And that's only based off of Joe Budden's speak pieces.
Right.
I don't know though, because I wasn't, you know, I'm not their friends. I don't deal with them. Rory and Mal don't give off any information. But if I'm basing off of what Joe has said about it, and basing off of the things that Akademiks has said and what Akademiks has put out there, Rory's a complete idiot.
I agree. I don't really mess with Roy either.
Well,
Based
I'm saying I don't have a personal problem with them, but I'm watching the show.
Yeah.
You're a character on the show. I don't really have a, I can only go off of that. I can't
The
really
first
go
time,
off of
the first time we hopped on live, I said, man, when he said he wanted to fight, I would have just
Hey,
whooped
you
him.
gotta cut your TV down, G.
Oh, my bad. Let me cut. I was watching the game. My bad. I was watching that Sixers game. Miami, them boys about to fight. But no, yeah, I said first time I hopped on with you, when Rory got on and said, let's fight, Joe, I'd have just whooped him. But that would have let me know where we stood that day when he said he wanted to fight on air and camera. That's not. If we real friends, I wouldn't do that to one of my real friends. That's just me though.
That's something you keep behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Rory let a lot get under his skin. The only thing that is making me believe he did that with DJ Akademiks is DJ Akademiks said he tweeted out his zip code.
See, that's games. That's games that'll get you hurt. You don't play them type of games.
He's saying the nigga came to the address, left the note, but on Twitter, he said that Rory actually tweeted out his zip code.
Yeah, them games that'll get you hurt. You don't play like that. How you know my mama and my kids not up here with me. You don't play them type of games.
Let's be clear right here.
My woman in here.
And to be honest with you, mom and kids is off limits all the way. But
you just rolled up to niggas' crib. Yeah. Right. It's all bad. It's all bad. Right.
That is a very bad move. Rory actually denied that to Joe Budden. Joe Budden said Rory said that's not true. Akademiks has pressed this issue for 5-6 months. Rory has yet to really speak out. Mal has yet to really speak out. And Akademiks made a very good point. Akademiks said, hey, you niggas be on here trying to talk in code. Rory and Mal.
Subliminals, yeah.
Y'all saying subliminals like y'all just trying to be Jay-Z.
Like y'all rappers, yeah.
Y'all niggas are not rappers. You're you niggas need to speak up and be direct.
Facts.
Akademiks
I heard that.
Is 1000% correct.
Yeah.
You niggas can talk all that too cool shit. Hey, bro, y'all are in the business of talking to people. This is how you get money. You need to speak directly to what is going on, and they have yet to do that still. They have dropped the ball on that. I can't tell them niggas what they got going on in their life. I can't speak on their financial situations. I don't know how good they are or are not. But I know one thing. They have not shown anything that can display that they would be able to ever hold their own on a platform.
Now, I'd agree they haven't done anything, but I heard some of what Joe said, and he said some powerful stuff when he said, if y'all were bringing business deals to the table, y'all could get a bigger cut. And I actually agree with that. If Joe's coming and bringing the production company, the engineer, paying for the place they do it, and like I said, and he owns the name, why do you feel you need to audit and get all in my business? But, and also back to the address stuff, like Big Ed, I respect you on your platform. I wouldn't pull up to your crib unannounced trying to harm you. Now, and I don't think you would to me. But what's Maury? What his name? Maury. He's not one of us. He's outside of our culture. He don't know that. He don't know that dudes die for doing stuff like that.
He knows.
He's not one of us. So you don't just pull up to no man's crib. You don't pull up to no man's crib.
Let's be clear. He knows. He works with rappers. He been in the industry.
Yeah.
He got black friends. He knows niggas die.
That's really what I'm trying to say.
It was DJ Akademiks.
Yeah, he thought he was soft. Yeah.
Akademiks wouldn't do shit.
Right.
He felt that nigga was weak, and he felt that nigga was scary.
Hey, people forget.
Clear, I want to be very clear. I respect Akademiks' platform. I respect Akademiks running that bag up. I respect him being his own boss. But this ain't no gangster shit I'm about to say. This ain't no street nigga shit. This ain't no who got more hands than who got, this ain't none of that. When it comes to being a black man and being a man in general, of the way that I was raised, Akademiks is a bitch.
I agree. He a nerd and a geek and a weirdo.
I want to be very clear here.
I agree.
Down, bitch.
Yelling in the basement, drunk. I agree.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. And
talking real crazy.
I want to be transparent to my listeners. I said Akademiks is a motherfucking genius. Akademiks is a boss. Akademiks built that platform up. Akademiks started trends. Akademiks has 1,000 kids on the internet that do exactly what he do and have also found ways to get money and build platforms. And
he a nerd. He a cool nerd. He a nerd.
Controls and owns. Akademiks controls a percentage of this culture that is undeniable.
Facts. I agree.
But if I'm being very clear, the way that I was raised, the way that the hip hop culture, the culture that Akademiks and all the mini me's of him make money off of, you are what has been defined over time as a bitch.
Facts. Talking crazy on the internet, instigating beefs. A lot of people that died because of Akademiks. I hope the people know that.
Well, I won't put all that blame on Akademiks, to be fair.
He has something to do with it.
Yes. But guess who else takes responsibility? I do, because I watched it. I tuned into it. I supported it. I support and watch gangster music. I watch and support and listen to rap music. But there's one thing I will never do. You will not hear me disrespect a man in any form or fashion. And I don't want to stand on it in a way of, hey, I'm going to hide my fucking face.
Yeah, that's whack. You in the basement just talk. Yeah, facts.
Niggas can take that how they want to take that. It is.
And be yelling, talking about you'll never run up on me, Meek. I got 8 security guards. I'm like, man, that ain't real.
Let's be clear here. Hold on. And to top it all off, you have chosen to align, promote, and push
hoes, rats.
No. There will always be an issue. And he can take it how he want to take it. You could say, oh, I'm not part of this culture. You pushing and promoting Tekashi 6ix9ine on your platform, knowing exactly what he stands for and what he does in the way that he's moving towards this culture. You promote him disrespecting. You got to cut that TV down, G.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Yeah. So I put that out there. This is not an Akademiks hate train, and Urban Politician TV would never be a hate train for Akademiks or any platform. Right. That's not what this is, but we're going to speak the facts. I've sat up here and watched Akademiks promote and push Tekashi, disrespect the dead kids. But you try to tell us that you grew from that. You did not grow from that. That's what your platform was built off of, and that's still what you do to this day.
To this day. Facts.
No matter how you want to slice it. Akademiks promoted Tekashi 6ix9ine mocking Nipsey's mural. He promoted Tekashi 6ix9ine walking through Newski's death site. And you know that was all for clout. But you couldn't hold back and not promote it on your platform. That's what
profiting
your
off
platform
of
is,
it.
but I want to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
That's what your platform was built off of. And at that time, you had an excuse, and you stopped the war in Chirac because of you felt like he says, you know, he wanted to grow and he understood what was going on. But guess what? You didn't move on. You just found another demon. It is what it is. Brittany Jewell, Rock Nation CEO is not in the streets disrespecting people. Rock Nation CEO is not selling drugs anymore. Rock Nation CEO is working on prison reform. She has changed her life. So quit using that fucking scapegoat. I think you're a little bit more educated than that.
Nah, they're not.
That is what niggas use as a tactic of self-defense. We don't give a fuck about a Rock Nation CEO. She's not a rapper. We're talking about a nigga who was constantly antagonizing and disrespecting, and another nigga was helping him do it. After he's came out and said, I didn't say he snitched to get there.
he promoting rats. That's what he been doing, is promoting rats and been all in the pool with him.
On here, bro. That's all I'm putting out there. That's all I meant. This ain't no this ain't no who is better than who and who has flaws and who don't. All I'm saying is that no matter how you slice the pie, we got respect for niggas running their bag up.
Facts.
I got respect for Akademiks buying his mama house. But this what I want. Because we talking that shit tonight. Fuck it.
Speak to him.
Internet nerds. Hold on. Let's be clear here. All of my internet nerds who gladly, proudly, Vlad TV, all these other white platforms that got old white people running them and owning them that I see using the word ops. No, you niggas need to say rival gang members. I feel disrespected anytime I see an old white platform or a platform I know that is ran by some white people using the word fucking ops.
Culture vultures.
Use rival gang members like the fucking police that you will call when anything goes wrong.
The stuff they're doing on the internet, police stuff. Mm-hmm.
They jump in and out when they see fit. And I want to make one thing real clear, and we can move on from this. All the nerds of hip-hop, all of them, they say they don't want to follow the rules, and I'm not a street nigga, I'm not this, I'm not that.
Yeah.
I'm none of that. But I'm going to talk tough. I'm going to call you niggas out. I'm going to expose you niggas. I'm going to talk down on you rappers. But guess what? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put my name, my platform in truth. These rappers put a lot of the shit on the internet. But just because something is on the internet, that doesn't mean that you have a right to get involved with it.
But see, you have morals, Big Ant. You have big moral. You have morals, though, Big Ant, and that's the difference.
I want to be clear.
A lot of these dudes gonna do whatever for hits. You got morals, though, and that's the difference.
What I'm saying. Just because somebody put it on the internet does not. Yeah, you have the right to go comment on it, but you made the choice to get involved in some street shit, right?
Knowing they're not cut from that, right?
You're not cut from that,
right?
You don't believe in that. But you know it's a way for you to make money.
Profit, yep.
It's entertaining for you also. I say all that to say this. You're not cut from this. This is not your lifestyle. Half of them don't even understand it.
You know what, Big Ed? I do want to.
Hold on. They go brag and cap and talk big shit about how they made all this fucking money that you niggas could not make being who you really are. If you a fucking nerd, go be a fucking nerd.
You're a fucking nerd.
Nerd without street shit.
Yeah. But
make money without speaking on street shit then. Or I say this, have a little bit of respect. Have a little bit of respect. That's all I'm saying.
And that, but you know what? I do want to say this to a lot of.
You have a problem, shut the door. Your problem is you listen to respond and not understand. If that's what you took from what I said, if we are kings, if y'all, that's all y'all take it from the shit I said, you niggas are listening to respond and not understand.
Yeah, they trolls. They don't want to understand. They don't want to understand. They don't want to understand.
This is not an Akademiks hate train.
Yeah, he getting money, like you said. He getting money, like. But you know what? Like, to all the people that's on here, I know you got a lot of real subscribers, a lot of real cats on here. A lot of the dudes that was getting shoved in lockers like Akademiks back in the day, them nerds and geeks, they rich as hell right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the facts of what it is. Like, a lot of nerds were in the rap game. Like, a lot of these street dudes are signed to nerds, bro. Like, a lot of these street dudes talking all that tough stuff.
And everybody, let's not just, I used Ak, but I did speak on some other names.
Yeah, a lot of nerds in the rap game. He ain't the only one.
Akademiks is not the only one.
He's not the only one, right? Right. It's a lot of nerds in the rap game.
There's a lot of motherfucking white men that own.
Hell, some other nerd.
These white dudes own this fucking culture, bro. And they will never go to a nigga's fucking neighborhood, but they will pay millions of dollars off of a motherfucking nigga lifestyle.
From Leo Cohen to Gaza and all of them. There's a lot of nerds in the rap game. I'm not saying they bad.
Clear. Let's separate Gazi.
You're still a nerd though. A hustling nerd.
Out in the street.
yeah, a hustling nerd. He's still a nerd.
Niggas change lives. Gazi fuck with niggas. Gazi makes it to where artists can level up.
That's my whole point though. There are good nerds and there are bad nerds.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'll do business. Like me personally, when it's business, I don't care if you're white, black, or blue. It's all about the money. I do business with a nerd, a street dude, white, black, blue, green. It don't matter to me.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, it's nothing wrong with being a nerd, but my point is a lot of dudes talk this tough stuff. I'm gangster. Man, it's 2021. A lot of these people with the tech money, the crypto money, rap game money, they straight nerds. It is what it is. Like, it's just the fact. It's the facts of it all.
Homie said these rappers provide the content. I clearly answered that. When you come to Urban Politicians TV, my G, listen. I talk. Yeah. I'm very clear when I speak. I said the rappers give them the content, but just because the content is there, that does not mean that you have to go do something with it. Nothing is putting nothing on nobody's hand. Nobody's forcing nobody. Anything that any of these blogs, personalities, media outlets release is a choice.
Facts.
I'm not perfect. Urban Politicians TV, I cover the bullshit too. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, we're chopping up game though.
I'm up here trying to act like I'm a saint.
They listening to respond, bro. We chopping up game. If y'all pick up on it, y'all pick up on it.
A lot of niggas is listening real slow. A lot of niggas not cleaning their ears out.
Yeah, they say Texas boys slow, but y'all ain't picking up on it. Y'all ain't picking up on the game.
If you don't like it, Marcus Dawhard, you could get the fuck out. I don't really give a fuck. You and your other dudes who want to act like this is some type of, like I've been giving Akademiks his credit in what he does, bro.
Yeah, he a hustler. He changed the game. He's an innovator. You're innovative.
I've been saying that. I've got
Right.
videos to prove that.
Right. Like Jeff Bezos, I respect his hustle. You know, I respect Dame Dash hustle. I respect anybody hustling. From Jeff Bezos to what's the Tesla dude? If you hustling, making stuff, creating stuff, Joe a creator.
Facts.
Like I ain't no hater. You know, I get motivated.
Exactly. We not hating on niggas, bro. I've used some things that Akademiks has done. I started doing voiceovers from Akademiks. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like I didn't know what a voiceover really was until I seen Akademiks do it. And I used some of that as part of my shit.
Yeah, but right.
If you don't like the sound, go ahead and get out of here. Nobody's forcing y'all here. So let's get into so I guess that's where we stand with the Joe Budden and podcast. We have to wait and see. Now Mal did put out some tweets. Once again, he wasn't speaking real transparent. Mal was saying he's gonna speak out. There's some whispers saying the niggas is lying.
I think they all did wrong. I'm thinking about it more and more. I think Rory did a lot of wrong, but listening to what Joe said, Joe was wrong for putting all that out there as well. If me and you are really cool, I'm not gonna if you my family or my friend, I'm not gonna put out personal stuff to the public. But that's because once again, I'm not no young 22-year-old. But Joe, matter of fact, they too old for that. Joe ain't no young cat. Yeah, Joe ain't no young cat. Yeah, Joe like 45. He probably 45, 50.
Huh?
I said he probably 45 or 50.
Nah, Joe 40. He 40 going on like 41.
Yeah, so
he just hit 40 last year.
They all did wrong, but like I said, I'm gonna go back to it. If Rory didn't want any ownership in the beginning, why does he want ownership now? Because he see the show is profitable.
Well, I don't even think it's that. Akademiks spoke on it, and I feel like Akademiks is right. Akademiks put their nigga under pressure to feel like he needs to be an owner by calling him and Mal workers every day. I feel like that shit got under Rory's skin.
That's girly. That's weak. That's weak.
Yeah, like I said, because of Rory has decided not to say anything, I can only go off of what Akademiks and Joe say. And judging by the train of events, the chain of events, and judging by how Rory has acted and the way that he speaks and the way that everything looks, it seems like that it could be very possibly true. Joe Budden said he's paid them niggas a lot of fucking money.
He said they rich. You're right. He said y'all rich. Y'all just come speak on my couch. But you know what? When Rory was tripping over his girl and acting all emotional that week, that's all I needed to know. Because remember, Akademiks was making a video saying you a school shooter. Like you look like a school shooter right now. Like he's an emotional dude. And like you said, I don't know Rory personally, but all the moves and stuff I've seen, he's your regular dude walking to Walmart and shoot it up because his girl don't want him. He's just an emotional weirdo.
Rory, all I can say is this right here. I'm a fan of the chemistry of the show.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the show. I've been watching it before they got a Spotify deal. I was watching the Joe Budden podcast before Joe even went on Complex.
Right.
I was listening to it before they had before I knew it was a podcast. I was listening to the audio clips on YouTube. They would have a headline, the topic, and it'll be like somebody would just put a background, like a photo, like a voiceover video of the podcast. I would listen to those at nighttime just to hear what Joe Budden would have to say about shit. And then I realized, okay, this is what they call a podcast. I started tapping in all these podcasts, Rap Radar, Tax Stone, Drink Champs.
I used to like Tax Stone. Yeah, I used to like Tax Stone.
I started realizing, okay, these are podcasts. I didn't know how to really go get the motherfuckers. And then I ended up realizing I got a podcast app on my goddamn phone, and I can just listen to these motherfuckers. So I've been listening. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of what they built and what they worked on and what they accomplished. I'm still rooting for all of them to win. I want to make that very clear.
Mm-hmm.
But this is about I'm talking to my followers and supporters right now. And we can only, if I'm basing this off of this, I'm basing what I'm saying right now off of the information that I have. And that's just what it is. There were plenty of times I've watched the show where Mal and Rory didn't, especially Mal, didn't seem like he knew what the fuck was going on. Didn't seem like he cared to know what the fuck was going on at times.
Right.
I looked at that like, okay, that's Mal's character on the show, but it clearly was upsetting Joe. He basically spoke on it. I remember when they spoke one time about something, and it's that episode where it came out that Joe had actually he wasn't saying shit, and it was because they came out with the dog rumors before that. So Joe was just sitting there quiet.
About him messing with the dog, right?
Yeah. Joe wasn't saying anything. So I really looked at it and I said, you know what? Rory and Mal got their time to shine. Joe was in his, he had a reason to be in his feelings. He had a lot going on. Them niggas completely fumbled it. The topic was no jumper in that podcast with Selena Powell and her homegirl, and they were talking about, Odell Beckham and different, people and everything like that.
She a skank. She not even a hoe. She a skank. Yeah.
So
straight skank.
When all of that was going on, they talked. Joe let them have the flow for like the first 20, 30 minutes. He wasn't saying nothing. And then they kept saying what they were saying, and they was laughing and joking. And then Joe Budden was like, what the fuck is this? Like, why is this any of our fucking business? What Odell Beckham got going on, and just he just flipped it like, what the fuck are they doing? That shit is stupid as fuck. I can't believe that this is going on in the rap game, and I hate that part of the culture. And then Rory and Mal quickly switched over to ad-libbing what Joe was saying. And I was just like, bro, them niggas don't really get it. I saw it right there, like evident that they just can't do it. They can't do it. It is what it is.
They don't bring nothing to the table, but that's because they're used to just being Joe's friend. I noticed the same thing you noticed when Joe would talk about Akademiks and Spotify for the first time, and they would just sit on the sideline like little puppies. Like they would look like they don't know if they should even say nothing. So I kind of agree with Joe. They don't really bring what they think they do to the table. But like you said, Big Ant, they fumbled the bag. They fumbled it. All you had to do was show up and give some input. And I mean, I don't know. I think they messed it up though. When they started getting their feelings about Akademiks and the money and things like that, I think if they would have stayed down, Joe would have looked out for them. It may not have been what they felt they were worth, but like Joe said, y'all are rich. I made y'all rich.
So let me ask y'all this. Joe Budden made it very clear when he was at Complex, and he spoke on it before and he spoke on it again, that he was getting paid $20,000 a month. And he felt that he was shortchanged.
$20,000 from who?
Joe didn't fumble a bag. Joe will still get a bag.
Facts.
I got to be honest with you.
I agree.
Joe will get a bag regardless. He fumbled the bag to be made with Rory and Mal. And when I say Joe fumbled, I mean all three of them fumbled. Because they all three were not on the same page. They all three did not have an understanding. And that's going to be a part of everybody. Everybody has to take responsibility for that.
Hey, quick point, Big Ant. I've noticed a lot of relationships, both business and professional, are falling apart during this damn pandemic. Look at the Did You Hate Me podcast. Look at different shows that have just, divorces are up. So, man, it's kind of hard to keep stuff going through. It's a lot of stuff going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
If you really peep game, relationships is crumbling in front of us as we speak. Business, personal, family, you name it.
Yeah. Facts. I want to be very clear here too. The thing is, they will get money. Joe will get money.
Facts. You're a creator. Facts.
Joe gonna get a bag. Joe bag is already there.
When Joe speaks about being a creator,
because I don't know if I made that clear on my video. I might have didn't speak on that in the right way where I said they fumbled the bag. I mean the Joe Budden podcast with Rory and Mal bag. I feel that they fumbled that. I feel like they fumbled that bag. I feel like they fumbled that bag when they actually changed it to the Joe Budden podcast.
Joe is the creator. They just the help. That's how I feel. Joe is the creator. When he speaks about creators, I always thought he was speaking about himself. I never felt he was speaking about Rory and Mal. They're just like, them old school TV shows. They'll be like Sanford and Friends or Richard Pryor and Friends. That's how I look at Rory and Mal. They're like the friends. Gladys Knight, they the pimps. They're not the main attraction.
The smartest things you've said all night, shut the door.
What they say? I can't see the comments.
He said Mal and Rory fumbled a branding opportunity. I agree.
Facts. If they was true hustlers, they would have did something. Facts.
You have to use your platform that you're on. And I use the example when I spoke with AC and some other people about it, how a cosign is what you make it. Whenever you have a heavy cosign or heavy platform, and that really could be a segue into the next topic. I don't know if we're ready for that yet, though. But
whatever you want to talk about.
When you go and you have a platform or you have a cosign, it's up to you to take that cosign to the next level.
Preach.
We seen some niggas master. Meek Mill mastered his Rick Ross cosign to the point Meek became such a big star on his own that people forget that Ross brought Meek into the game.
That's because Meek jumped ship.
He did it. We know he was there for him. We know he played a role in his career, but Meek Mill let it be known like, hey, nigga, I earned this shit. To where you would be a clear-cut hater if you said the only reason I'm on because of Rick Ross.
Now, Meek did his thing in the rap game.
So if you say that about Meek, Rick Ross is the only reason that he is in position, you're going to sound like a hater. Because he took that cosign and he stomped it into the ground. It made it. It took it to the highest level. Jim Jones did that. Jim Jones did that with Dipset from the point of he wasn't even a rapper. He was an entourage number.
A goon, he was everything. He carried the bags. He was a manager. Yeah, he was everything for Cam. He shot videos.
Jim Jones took it to another level. And that right there is what it takes. That's what separates niggas who just tread along, niggas who want to go get their hustle on, or niggas who just want to be in the back and collect the easy check. It's this thing called ambition that you really can't teach niggas. Because a nigga ambition will tell them, I don't give a fuck if I fail. I don't give a fuck if this doesn't work. I don't give a fuck if niggas laugh at me. I don't give a fuck if this seems cool or not. I have an opportunity to maximize my name and my brand on my own, and I'm going to do it. Joe said he gave them niggas that opportunity, that they were able to do that. So, like I said, I can't say that Joe was lying because Rory and Mal haven't said anything. If it comes out that y'all could have really went and started your own brand and y'all don't, that's on y'all.
Facts.
That's on Rory and Mal.
Y'all not hustling right.
It's no way I'm gonna sit up here every day and I'm watching all these people look at me, ask me questions. Man, as soon as my DM started going up and we got established and what we finna do with this shit, all right, Joe, appreciate the cosign. We here, nigga, I'm with this shit. I'm finna start selling these snapbacks, my nigga.
Fact. T-shirts, some.
I'm finna start selling t-shirts.
Right.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna start my own little show. And I'm gonna do it once a week. And I'm gonna have people tap into my podcast. You know who else did it? Andrew Schultz.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Schultz did it with Charlemagne.
And then he promoting his comedy shows. You know, if you really peep game, these dudes get on whatever and they promote their business. You know, he promoting his comedy show. If you ever, because I used to listen to the Brilliant Idiots before they fell off, and he'll always tell his dates that he had or what he had going on. And that's just marketing one-on-one. Whatever you're doing, you're supposed to promote the next thing you're doing or the side stuff you're doing. Hey, come check me out on this, or, you know, contact me for this. But, you know, like you said, the hustle and ambition, it's not in everybody. Like, you can't tell somebody to go get it.
Yeah.
That's just in you. That's just in you. Like, that's certain stuff. It's certain stuff I want to do. It's certain crib I want to have, like, in the future. It's just everybody don't have that type of ambition.
I'm trying to think of other people who came in this shit as niggas like entourage members, and they was able to like really just maximize it when they wasn't even
2 Chainz. 2 Chainz.
Yeah, but Two Chainz, he became a solo artist and he went up and he did his thing for sure. But I feel like 2 Chainz he went through different phases of his career to where he became a solo artist. And don't get wrong, he was still rocking with Dollar. Him and Dollar was still putting out good music together.
Yeah.
I just felt like he just took over because he went solo, as opposed to, I feel like 2 Chainz was a rapper from the jump. Like,
right.
You always was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Waka Flocka for sure did it. Yeah, Waka Flocka did it for sure. Waka Flocka did that for shit show. That's undeniable. Waka Flocka did do that.
You can count Flavor Flav. He was just a hype man. I mean, that's a little old, but Flavor Flav was a hype man, and he been in the rap game 30, 40 years.
Yeah. Yeah, Lil Baby. I'm expecting somebody out of Lil Baby's camp to take their situation to that level of that I'm talking about, to where they actually they will become very successful, and niggas will just look at him, okay, he fuck with Lil Baby, but he really got out there and got in that paint and made it to that level where, hey, nigga, you now a mogul like me. So it's a lot of people who have done it. I can't think of everybody off the top, but the main 2 niggas in the rap game I could just think of, and we're gonna throw Waka Flocka up there too, where Meek Mill, Jim Jones, and Waka Flocka, where they came in this shit, they used the platform and the cosign and took it to the point where niggas niggas gonna always know who helped you get on and get popping, but you took your cosign to another level. Rory and Mal, they did not do that at all. They were there, they chilled. I don't know what it was about. And like I say, Akademiks is 100% correct. I think they forget that they are in the broadcast business. Akademiks knows his shit.
Because he's a nerd. He studies analytics. He knows, a lot of that stuff, how to get the info out there. I mean, he a legend. He changed the game. Anybody that say not, they hating or just don't understand the culture.
He controls a percentage of hip hop. You can't cancel DJ Akademiks. You won't.
Because think about this. We have a certain age. You remember when you had to go to like MTV News or like the Source magazine to get info for the rap game? Yep. Rap City, or Yo MTV Rap. You had to go to that type of stuff. MTV News. Now you just go to Akademiks, Shade Room. You know what I'm saying? I like to mess with you. You got all this info they got. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. Baller Alert. It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them.
Million Instagram blogs.
Say Cheese. Yeah. Hey, I've been tapping in. Hey, this random. I've been tapping into Badman Kevo. He been talking straight business and hustling the last year. I've been tapping into Badman Kevo. But that's random. But yeah, it's a lot of people that's really spreading. Like you ain't got to. It's not like back in the day where you got to go to BET and MTV to get your news. The bloggers are the new news people, the new anchormen, really.
Facts. So I did also want to speak on the Rick Ross and Meek Mill situation. They saying they having some issues. This is a rumor. I cannot confirm this.
It's gonna be good.
Out in Miami at Club Live.
Mm-hmm.
And Meek Mill denied Rick Ross entry into his section. Meek
Mill been jump ship, bro. Whenever Jay got him out of jail, if you ever noticed, ever since then, he been trying to ride Jay coattail like the rest of them. Yeah. And Ross the one that put him on. But see, when dudes talk that loyalty and that hood stuff, I mean, I don't know. But ever since Jay and them got him out of jail, he kind of been riding that Rock Nation coattail. You can tell.
Yeah. I don't know what's the deal there. There's obviously a problem because I think this story got big enough for where one of them could have denounced it on Twitter with a simple tweet.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, Ross my nigga.
Right.
Or me and Ross good, man. Y'all tripping. Or
he probably owe him a few albums, Big Ant. It's probably another situation, a boss and worker. He probably owed MMG a few albums.
I think that was Angela Yee who said that on the rumor report that Rick Ross wants Meek Mill to fulfill his contract.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of old school with some stuff with business. I feel like if you sign a contract, you should fulfill it unless it's just like a TLC contract or something. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. If I sign a contract to do something, I'm gonna look over it and I'm gonna fulfill it. But from sports to rap game, everybody want to break contracts nowadays.
Yeah.
It just be like and this is my thing. No, this is my thing. If you got a 4-year contract, I think you should at least put in 2 or 3. But these days, dudes will put in half a year and they say, I want out.
Yeah. We don't know for sure. We got to wait and see. It looked like that's a tough situation. It was in Miami, Club Live.
Mm-hmm.
That's Ross Playground, but it probably wasn't for us to get out there. They got a video. I seen some little video where they was in the club and stuff, but it wasn't a definite, like you could just tell what was going on. But if this is out here rambling, that now one of them denounced it. I seen when Meek Mill had signed with Rock Nation, but the details will probably have to come out. And when they do come out, we'll see what went on with it and what's what. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, bro, where in this culture, business and everything else can fuck you off. That's the thing with business and everything can fuck you off because let's be clear, your business that another nigga signed, it ain't really your place to get into somebody else's business.
Preach. Say that again. Say that again for him.
It ain't really your place to kind of get into somebody else's contract that they signed. Whether it's
But niggas
bad or
stay pocket
good,
watching.
we can
Yeah.
all. Well, now I ain't gonna say it's pocket watching. I want to be clear here. Business is business. If you sign a fucked up contract, it's on that person because they know they signed you to a fucked up contract.
Facts.
They know they fucked over you. They can
Mhm.
always renegotiate the contract.
Yep.
They can always go make it right. But that's the thing that we have in this culture where we go at the white man, which we should. But then we got the black bosses and label heads and owners who do cutthroat business too. And I'm not saying that to Ross specifically, but like look at Diddy's reputation. He's black.
I was just thinking about that.
Let's talk Birdman. I don't know all the details of Birdman's contract, but it was presented to us the way that it was presented. I don't know what's what with Birdman. It just been presented to us that he did all his artists dirty and he did Lil Wayne dirty. Now remember, Rick Ross jumped out there for Lil Wayne against Birdman.
Right.
Because of his contract treatment and everything was supposed to be unfair. So if that's the case, what's going on with Rick Ross and Meek Mill right now? Is it right for somebody else to jump in and say, hey, Rick Ross, you doing Meek Mill dirty?
They don't know the business. They shouldn't jump in because what if Meek Mill just wants to be with Jay-Z and he didn't even do him wrong? I mean, what if he wants to leave because he just feels MMG not hot no more? But I mean, if you ask me, I think Rick Ross hotter than Meek is, but that's just me though. But
I wouldn't say he's hotter. He doing whatever. He more business savvy. Ross gonna promote and shit. Ross ain't nobody anticipating no Ross music like they used to. I just gotta be honest.
Oh, you say that, but when him and Drake dropped that song, a lot of people, whenever Ross drops something, people mess with it. It may not be 10 million or whatever, but I mean,
I want to be clear about that though. I want to be clear. If Ross put out a project, we gon' tap in, but we're not like now. If him and Drake are dropping a project together, Ross is coming with that one style that I think to the masses.
They don't miss. Them two don't miss.
A style. Hold on. Ross got a style that we love as rap and hip hop fans. That laid back,
luxurious flow. The luxurious flow.
The luxurious laid back flow. The flow of those lemon pepper.
Lavish. And did you notice Meek Mill rapped on that Big Ant? That's when I knew they kind of had beef. I kind of knew they had beef because Meek Mill rapped over this the whatever freestyle that him and Drake did. Back in the day, Meek would have been on a remix or something, but he had to do his own version.
I can't call it that.
When the last time you seen him and Ross? Him and Ross, they have videos, blogs together. When the last time you seen one of them?
Well, it's already been established that Meek was kind of like establishing himself in his own lane. I've been caught that was going on because he did some type of deal with Rock Nation not too long ago.
But see, Meek never you talking about people putting somebody on. Gucci put a lot of dudes on. Who were the Dream Chasers? Meek never put nobody on. Who were the Dream Chasers?
Yeah, I mean that's a whole different conversation.
Like what I'm saying is Ross put dudes on. Meek Mill never put nobody on.
Yeah.
Who were the Dream Chasers? O'Malley ever since he was doing the and Sway. Who are they? The Dream. If you you really, all they do is jump dudes. All they do is jump dudes. No music.
That's a whole different conversation right there. That's a whole different conversation. The conversation we having right now is does Ross and Meek Mill stand as far as who's hot? And like I say, Meek Mill is not hot. I wouldn't even Meek Mill is not a top 15 rapper in the game right now, just being honest.
This dude from 3 summers ago that's not hot. You know, the rap game fast like that. Migos not hot. It's a lot of dudes.
And this is coming, and I want to be clear because this is the internet. I want to be straightforward when I say this. It's not that Meek Mill doesn't have the rapping ability. It's not that Meek Mill doesn't have the talent. Meek Mill, and I don't know who advised him this or what made him not do this, that not releasing music all 2020 shit, not being consistent, he fell out of the top 15.
He lazy. He lazy.
I don't know if it was contract issues. I don't know if they felt like, oh, if I drop something, it gotta be a big super hit. I don't know what it is. But if Meek Mill would have been dropping us a few videos, one video a month,
right,
like 2 mixtapes, I think
right,
because we fuck with Meek because of he is that rapper, but it
lazy.
got to a point where he got away from that. If Meek Mill was still that nigga that was just spitting, rapping, dropping music videos, and also fucking with the up and coming artists in the game on music, we would still be tapped into Meek Mill super heavy. Meek Mill
is an East Coast.
Huh?
Now I'm gonna say Meek Mill is an East Coast rapper, and to me, Jim Jones is hotter than him because Jim Jones dropping every month, and he older. Griselda and them dropping a lot of music.
But see, Meek Mill had a whole different type of fan base and a whole different reason that people fucked with him, and he got away from that. I'm not saying he had to be hanging on the corner. I'm not saying he had to be rapping about shooting and killing. All I'm saying is the reason why Meek Mill was able to stay hot is because he was always active.
Now he more active on Twitter than he is in the studio. He always on Twitter instead of the studio. That's part of it. That's part of it.
When you don't release the music, now the top rappers are Lil Baby, Moneybagg Yo, Lil Durk, NBA Youngboy, Lil Uzi Vert, Roddy Ricch, if he drops and keeps that same steam that he had in 2020.
And then you can just say all the Memphis rappers, all the Detroit rappers.
Broad Wave, Drake, Future when he does drop, because he dropped the album last year and it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Polo G, the Detroit rappers, Pooh Shiesty,
the Memphis rappers, yep. I'm gonna say Sauce in them. I mess with some of Sauce in them.
AC got a point there. That could be a reason why he's not dropping music is because he don't want to drop nothing on MMG.
The contract.
And by that happening, that has made him cool all the way down.
Right. He not dropping music. Right.
Consistency is this game, bro. Not every rapper can sit back and chill for a year or two.
It's the internet era. You got to drop music. Mm-hmm.
He's established enough that he can do that. J. Cole is talented enough to where he's able to do that because now J. Cole punched niggas in the mouth and told niggas, hey, did y'all niggas forget why I'm J. Cole? By doing a freestyle.
Facts. But some of them dudes be taking too long though, Big Ant. Like if Kendrick Lamar drops an album tomorrow, I don't care. It's been a long. I'm just being honest. Like that whole, it's not the 90s. You can't just take 5 years off and expect people to care when you come back. And like you said, everybody can't do that. Like it's a lot of rappers that's putting in work. And what these dudes like Pusha T, he another one. Like you put out albums every 4 years. And it'd be like 8 songs.
Pusha T music is meant to cater to a certain fan base. That's just what that is. That's been that lane and that MO since the time he started pushing himself as a solo artist. Pusha T is there to push to a certain demographic. It's not trying to be the biggest best artist or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But all I
Mm-hmm.
was saying, J. Cole reminded niggas of why he is J. Cole. He got the fuck off. So I go into I wanted to be clear and leave people with that. I'm not saying Meek Mill can't rap. I'm saying the process of the releasing of the music. I'm a Meek Mill fan. I
I
fuck
like
with the Meek
championships.
Mill. The Meek Mill, Somebody Save Me. The Meek Mill with Young Thug. With what it was called, we ball.
We ball. Yeah, that was hard. That was hard.
We
We
ball.
ball.
That shit had the club on lock, bro. 2018.
Mm-hmm.
That
Good old
album was
days
called,
before Corona.
huh?
The good old club night days before Corona.
We ball, dog. 2018. That album, what it was called? The album was called, I think, Wins and Losses. Wins and Losses was better than that Dream Chaser album. Meek has not dropped the album in 2.5 years.
I like Judge Champions, but it's been a long time. I like
Yeah,
Champions though.
Champions came after Wins and Losses. Wins and Losses was a better album to me, but I did fuck with Championships.
I like
Championships,
Championships, bro. I like that one. He was
Championships was a
talking that
good
struggle.
fucking. It was a good
Yeah,
fucking album. Wins and Losses was a better all around album to me. The
right,
song I
right.
Will Never Lose and several other tracks. Yeah, ESTG is on fire right now. That nigga got it.
Yeah, he can rap. I like his Funk
He can
Flex
rap.
freestyle. Funk Flex ain't think he had nothing, and he was like, okay, he got something.
ESTG, the thing
He
about
jammed.
ESTG that's gonna help him is he has his own style. And a lot of niggas don't have that. That
Facts. He
nigga came
brand
in this bitch with his
facts.
own style and he good. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of
That's
reminded me when Juve came out. Juve kind of had his own. Juvenile had his own style. Like he kind of, cause like there never really been no rappers from Kentucky, so he got his own little style. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, he hard though. I like that Funk Flex freestyle he did. He hard.
He got a lot of good tracks to take.
I like that song he had with Gotti. I still jam that song he dropped with Gotti. They had a video.
Yeah, that was actually they did a remix. That was for a song he did before.
Yeah, I be jamming that. I be jamming that one with Gotti.
City of Trees was good. Original.
Hey, to be honest with you, my big ass, I like Yo Gotti, but he lazy. Young Dolphy dropping way more music. Like my boy texted me.
No. See, you got to know, Yo Gotti not trying to. Yo Gotti worried about pushing CMG.
I know, but my boy texted me the other day, was like, man, I need a Money Man's take this summer and a Cocaine Music take this summer. And I'm like, me too.
Gotti,
but we ain't gonna get it. We ain't gonna get it.
You got to think, bro. Gotti, you can't. Gotti has the #1 rap label right now.
Facts.
Gotti is not trying to be on rap. He did all that rap shit already. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, Gotti got the hottest motherfucking label right now, man. Like, you gotta understand, nigga, yo, Black Youngster could drop a single and it be a hit at any time.
I'm just saying, Gotti still got fans. I need to CM 12 or whatever number they on. Every summer I was riding to that CM something. Every summer I was riding to that.
Gotti is sitting back. Gotti's sitting next to Jay-Z right now.
Yeah.
Trying to
bossed up. Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, what we doing? What we doing with the brand? Okay, this and that. I'm on this. I know the rap game now. I got the relationships. I got what I need. When I sign a nigga, I can actually make a nigga become a star now.
What you think about Dolph? Because he's doing the same thing with PRE. What you think about Dolph putting them on?
I respect Dolph, and I fuck with PRE. But that ain't what CMG is on. CMG is controlling the motherfucking. They making like niggas become stars over there.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with Dolph though. You know what I'm saying? I respect everything coming out of Memphis right now. You know what I'm saying? But right now, CMG is undeniable because of the hits. You can't deny the hits. You can't deny the hotness. And then they've even, to make it even better, they built like a not a monopoly, what do I want to call it, bro? I can't think of the word.
A conglomerate?
Huh?
A conglomerate?
Basically, they built a conglomerate with 4PF.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Basically.
Like a partnership. Yeah.
Yeah, like it ain't even no part. I wouldn't even call. I don't want to just call it a partnership, but it's like, hey, bro, y'all damn near like we on the same type of shit.
I hate to, yeah.
Monopoly though. I don't want to call it a monopoly because they not under the same umbrella.
They allies. They allies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? They doing their thing. They doing their thing. Like Yo Gotti, he pushed a lot of talent out there, and they becoming millionaires. To be honest with you, I like whenever he signed them and he give like 300 cash. That just motivated me for something. You know, whenever he signs somebody, he does that video where he just give 400 cash. I'd be like, yeah.
I think he gave homie like 250, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. In 2021 and in 2020, a CMG cosign, a Yo Gotti cosign is really probably worth $1 million on the back end. On the back end, you gonna make that if you really active, you got a little bit of style, you ready to work. I don't know how often they can't release, but if you got free range to release consistent music, if he got you on the plan, like, hey, bro, you gonna release a project every year. We want you shooting videos. I want you active. I want you doing features. I want you doing this and that. If that's the type of conversation he having with you, and then he's giving you that money, and that money right there is part of, okay, this your shit to go to the studio, put some money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But the cosign of a nigga that got your back is priceless.
Facts.
So that's just that. I want to get into the Kevin Samuels and DJ Envy shit.
Yeah, man, put me on game about that because I'm kind of up to date with everything we talked about, but I didn't even know they had beef.
It ain't even really beef. Envy went and had somebody called into the Breakfast Club. DJ Envy, they said that the lady called in and she said she want to get Kevin Samuels Donkey of the Day.
Okay.
Because Kevin Samuels be disrespecting black women and he is this and that, and she don't like how he talk to people. DJ Envy called Kevin Samuels a lame and said, man, I remember him. He used to be outside the Hermes store. He didn't work there. He said, one of my guys there, I used to be, one of the reps at Hermes. I'd be there getting stuff from him and everything like that. But he said Kevin Samuels used to be outside, like trying to sell stuff. Like he said, yeah, man, I remember he used to be outside the Hermes store and he wasn't doing, like, just kind of like shitting on dude.
Yeah.
So Kevin Samuels' response was, when I go to the store, I shop. He said, I know Rips there too. He was like, I know Rips. And he showed some little Hermes, little shit that he bought.
Yeah.
Kevin Samuels sold some shit that he bought out here in Houston. He's like, yeah, I know the Rips at stores too. But he said, anybody know me when I go into the store, I shop. And I was like, ooh.
Me too. When I go to stores, I shop. A lot of you young dudes in there window shopping, they buying a bitch ass thing. I just want to put that out there.
Well, to be clear, I don't
shoppers.
I don't buy designer clothes.
I'm just saying, when I hit the gallo, I'm buying something. I'm just saying that when I hit I'm buying something. I be seeing a lot of you young dudes in there window shopping and have your pants all off your ass. Y'all need to stop that. Go buy something.
I want to be clear, and I don't want to just get into how I personally feel about designer or nothing like that. To each his own, buy you whatever makes you
for sure.
But I felt like for Envy to say that, that was Envy being Envy. Respect the DJ Envy for balling, taking care of his family, becoming very successful.
Right.
But Envy is very dumb to me.
He is dumb. He's dumb.
He's dumb. He's very dumb.
And he also with that cop stuff. Just peep his stuff. You know, his dad a cop. He's very.
He been saying shit like.
He's very pro cop. He's
Stop and frisk.
Yeah, he's very pro cop. Yeah, speak on it.
He said he believes in stop and frisk, and he says a lot of crazy shit at times. He doesn't really. Envy's not very smart.
He a dumb blonde. Yeah, he a dumb blonde.
Nigga, and we respect that. Envy taking care of them kids and taking care of his wife, but he's not smart.
Let me stop that. Let me correct myself. He's not a dumb blonde because he get to the money, and you know I do real estate too. He be talking about some real stuff. But when it comes to world events and politics and stuff, nah, no.
Envy know how to hustle and get money.
Facts.
He know how to get money. He know how to do shit in this rap game. But his thought process is dumb as fuck when it comes to, okay, bro, how does this make sense right here? Because you talking about Kevin Samuels being outside of the Hermes store. What does that have to do with anything?
Right. And then, you know what? Brothers talk all this pro-black stuff. Why you coming at another black man for getting his hustle on outside the Hermes store? I mean, you in New York. If anybody has been in New York, it's a bunch of dudes outside hustling, you know, T-shirts, CDs.
Well, he was in Atlanta. Envy say, yeah, man, he used to be down there. My rep told me, you remember him? He used to be outside the store. And they was like, what was he doing? He's like, oh, I guess he was just like trying to sell that, you know, he'll like help style people and stuff like that. So it's like you sitting on this nigga where you can't.
Yeah, you putting down the black man. Like, why you got to put him down like that?
No. I'm saying, I say that to say like, Envy, you had to start from the. I think you had to start from the bottom in your DJ career.
Right.
Everybody got to start from the bottom, bro. You can't talk down on the nigga. Oh boy, you was outside the Hermes store. You know, I know the rep there, and it's like I don't like when niggas brag about spending their money at a fucking designer store.
They do it all the time too.
Shame this man for working and trying to hustle outside of a designer store like he's beneath the man. He's not. He ain't this or that because he was at a fucking designer store trying to get his hustle on. I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
Part that I say is
right.
It's not very smart.
But see, we're the only community that does that, though. We're the only community that judges our brother by your clothes, your car, your shoes. I mean, you know, a lot of people, simple people, wear a great T-shirt and they got millions. You see what I'm saying? We're the only people that judge you by your purses, belts, all that stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't like that either, bro. But that's, you know, he always shows his light skinness always jumps out, bro, if you ever notice. He's very light skinned.
I think he's probably heard the way Kevin Samuels talks to some of these women. And he said that was an issue, but keep the issue there, bro.
Unsubscribe then. I hate when people do that. If you don't like how you're talking, unsubscribe. I hate when people do that. That's like somebody jumping on here saying, I hate the way you talk. Then go somewhere else. Go watch the game or something. Yeah. Go somewhere else. We just living in a sensitive time, bro.
And I want to be clear. I don't want to just say that I don't want to make it about are these designers supporting our race or anything like that.
Right.
But it was kind of like you trying to make him feel bad because he's outside of the Hermes store or any designer store getting his hustle on.
He hustling, yeah.
And this is the thing that now he's an established nigga that built his platform up and worked on it for years in his 50s. And I feel like that's a bad thing to do. And it's bad. If you got a problem with him disrespecting black women,
just say that.
Like he disrespects, say that.
We should commend him. Like me, I'm gonna commend him.
Headphones off, man. Everybody complaining about the phone.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, everybody complaining about your headphones.
Is this better?
Let me see.
Is this better?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. No, I was just saying, my bad. I was just saying, we should commend that. If I see a brother, and you know, brothers do all type of stuff. Hey man, I tailor, I got my own business. We should commend him coming up, not shame him. If you knew he was outside of a man's store, we should commend him. Like, you came up.
Facts. They say you. Oh, they say, okay, that's your tone. I guess niggas is like, you good. You just be talking. I'll be talking loud too. Most of the time, niggas be like, I'll be yelling. I guess you just be talking loud.
My bad. I never done this till I hopped on with Big Ant. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm heard. Maybe I need to back it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never done this till my bad if I'm loud.
Envy is the type of person like I said, Envy is not very smart. He doesn't know how to really put his information out there. He doesn't know how to really, even when Envy has to do interviews, bro, by himself, I've seen him, and I was like, he asked us the shit that I knew he was gonna ask in the way that I knew he was gonna fucking ask it, and he sound dumb as fuck.
Vlad asked dumb questions too. Yeah, Vlad asked some dumb questions too.
But it's just Envy. It's like, bro, I kind of look at Envy like, okay, this and this and that. But like, even certain things Envy said, and I don't want to bring up the shit with him cheating on his wife. This ain't the kick and wind down.
No, I ain't gonna speak on that.
I can't respect no nigga. You get caught cheating. You having an affair. And then he got on the radio and shitted on Erica Mena. He got on the radio and shitted on the girl that he was cheating with.
That's not player.
Appreciate it, CW. That wasn't real to me. And that right there that's when I really had decided that, okay, Envy, you a different type of nigga. I would work with Envy. I don't think we'll ever have a reason to work together. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that we'll ever cross paths. If we do, it's all love and respect, but it just showed me like, bro, you a different type of nigga, bro. Like, you just a different type of nigga.
He light-skinned. He was doing light-skinned stuff.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I was like, bro, you cheating with this woman on your wife, and you came on the radio and you shitted on the girl that you was cheating on her with. I was like, who you doing this for?
Desperate for his wife, get his wife back.
And I was just like, that shit just wasn't no G shit to me, bro. And it's kind of like I kind of felt like, yeah, he did apologize and this and that, but it was like a coward move because it seemed like you pointing the blame on the bitch. But the thing is, my nigga, you're the nigga living the double life. You're the nigga on social media taking family fucking photos and shit and stepping outside of your fucking marriage. It is what it is.
But you know what? You don't shit on the girl because she know where all the bodies at. You know what I'm saying? Like, and man, my girl used to go through my phone. Girls called her. Man, you don't never shit on the side because she know all the bullshit you done.
And he did announce today that his wife is having another baby. She's pregnant again.
He gonna have 10 kids like Joe Jackson, bro.
Yeah.
How many he got? He got about 7 kids.
Oh no, yeah, he deep. He deep in the game for sure. He deep in the game.
But yeah, you know what? Once every month, Envy says something dumb. Like I said, he get money. He a hustler. He get money.
Yeah.
But he just gonna always.
Man, I'ma always give niggas their credit, bro. Whenever you come to Urban Politicians TV, I want everybody who's first time here understand when I come on this platform, I'm gonna speak the real. I'll give people their credit. And if you are looking for me to disrespect somebody, call somebody out their name, you're gonna might get that every blue moon here. You gotta really go off because I stand on this. I'm not saying nothing about nobody that I won't say with them in the room with me for no reason. So think about whoever y'all like right now. Niggas is online calling niggas bitch ass niggas. Da, 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 oh, you hoe ass nigga, this you hoe. From behind their YouTube channels or from behind their Instagram pages. If these niggas walked into the room with this nigga, would they say that? These niggas wouldn't say that. That's why I don't disrespect niggas, because I was raised, hey, anything you say about a nigga, be ready. Be ready to face that man. I will never say, hey, I'm just this or I'm just that. No. If I say something that offends somebody and I know I was being disrespectful, I'm either going to stand on that shit when I see that nigga, like I always have, or I'm going to say, you know what, bro? I was wrong. There is no ducking and hiding behind titles. Big Ant got big fucking nuts. I need everybody that follows this platform. Don't compare me to nobody. Anybody that's watching this video, anybody that's watched this live, if you want to spread the words, spread those words. I got balls and I have respect. I walk in the room, I got respect first.
And you show your face. Huh? You show your face. And you show your face.
Well, it's some niggas that show their face that's disrespectful.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Big Ant. The way you run your platform, and like I said, I hope I'm not yelling. I really don't know how to do this podcast stuff.
You good.
But I can see you doing a BET Awards or something. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes, they don't really do interviews. They don't really know how to, talk to people and network. They really be nerds in the basement.
Yeah. It's more so, like I said, I came in this shit and I came in here to be a personality, and I want to keep the blogger thing separate. That's the whole reason why I present shit different. That's the reason why I run my Instagram page is different. That's the reason why I came in this shit showing my face. I actually stopped showing my face for a while because of the voiceovers were easier. You know what I'm saying? Like the voiceovers were very easier. But I want to be honest with everybody. I'm not the nigga that wants to be known and have this face in my first and last name because this is really me. I'm interviewing somebody and there's a nigga watching my interview that I did with a nigga thinking about how he wants to kill that nigga and me.
Right.
I don't even want you to think that. I don't even want you to think that for 30 fucking seconds. Right. I don't want to do an interview with the nigga and then now that nigga hood is like, hey, bro, them niggas on there disrespecting us. Fuck them niggas. Now, if a nigga's just upset because I worked with a nigga,
that's different.
That's different. If you just upset because I tapped in with a nigga, that's a personal issue.
Like Rory, bitch ass.
Like who?
Like Rory, bitch ass.
Yeah, and like I said, Akademiks has a great point on that. Getting back to that, where Akademiks, basically, a lot of this shit happened because of Akademiks. I think Rory and Mal were cool with their positions until Akademiks put that pressure on them.
Divide and conquer, and they fell for it.
Yeah.
I play chess. Roy is emotional. He playing checkers.
Akademiks play chess.
Yeah, I play chess. Like
I've played both. I've let my emotions get in the way before. And I want to be clear with everybody here too. What I say ain't law. I've learned even more so. This is new for me. I can't expect my morals and principles out of everybody. Preach. That's why I say by the way that I was raised and the way that I came up, this is this and this is that. But I'm not trying to implement and force other people to have to feel like they got to do what I want them to do, or feel like they got to move how I want them to move. Nah, that ain't what I'm pushing.
If it wasn't for fake, we wouldn't know what real is. So, you know, they gonna do the fake stuff.
So I want niggas to understand that. I feel like at the end of the day, Rory actually, and Mal, more so Rory, he let Akademiks get under his skin. Akademiks said it himself, man. He talked about the niggas not being bosses, and he
Watch my.
felt like that's when the question started. And from the outside looking in, that's that. I'll read some of these tweets from Mal. They not really saying much, but I'll read them. And then I'll read Rory's tweets also. Mal said,
Yeah, I gotta back this camera up if I'm yelling at y'all. Let me back this whole up.
you said what?
I said, let me back this camera up so I don't be yelling at y'all.
Mal says, hold on, I'm trying to go to the first one. He said, the lies are always loud. The truth is always quiet. I promise you.
Subliminals, like Akademiks said, subliminals.
So then he responded to a fan or a supporter. He said, Iyad Mubarak, brother, stay blessed and keep negative energy and spirits away. Always. But the supporters deserve the truth, and they're going to get that. I guess he's speaking in Muslim to this guy, but he said he's going to get that. So Crooked Eye said, you had the first varsity, man. You had the first slaughterhouse varsity. Man, this shit is crazy. Crooked, I don't know if that's Crooked Eye. It looked like it's Crooked Eye, though.
The rapper, talking about the rapper, right?
Yeah, but his name is Crook L.A. Rock.
I forgot Joe Budden was a slaughterhouse.
Yeah, so he said, you had the first ever slaughterhouse varsity, man. This shit is crazy. Mal said, true. I also remember he said something in that pull-up with you. Yeah, this Crooked Eye. He says, I also remember something he said in that pull-up with you that conveniently never dropped that stuck with me. Makes all sense, makes all the sense in the world now. Oh, he talking about Joe. Mal then says, black people love to discredit one another. It's a disease that kills our community.
Facts.
That's true. He said,
that's why I didn't like what Envy said about the dude. I didn't like it because of what he just said. We shouldn't be just coming at each other like that.
I've been cool and quiet for too long. I'm allowed to get out of character for at least an hour, maybe 40 minutes. The truth is usually short and simple. Then he says, a dude tweeted, we are a team. We are family. We are building something together. When the bags are empty, it's none of your business when the bags are full. I've been there, man. Your best days are yet to come. Thank you for all the laughs over the years. Mal says, true. I also remember something he said in the, nah, hold on. I'm reading the wrong shit. He says, man, listen, smart people know what's going on. So a lady says, speak your truth, King. Mal says, nah, this ain't not my truth. This is the truth. Niggas love to say my truth. That's usually their lies.
He talking a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. Like, get to the point. Get to the point, nigga.
What a dude said, nothing but love for all three of y'all, man. Hope this shit gets resolved. Mal says it's already resolved. Just time for the people to know the truth. That's all.
What is the truth?
One dude said, bro, I've been saying this. My truth is just opinion. And to be honest, we need to do away with that double talk nonsense.
But he double talking.
Smart people can see the lies. Some people are just looking for entertainment. Lies are usually that. That's what reality TV is. A hit. So he tweeted. Some got deleted though. Somebody tweeted a photo, and Mal responded to it, but they deleted it. He left it up, but they deleted they tweet, so you can't see it. Then he says, "Hey, somebody said people want everything to be content. They gotta look in themselves at some point to see why they want approval from strangers. Hold your head, King. Smart people see what's going on. Trust me, I'm blessed. My karma is beautiful. Everything will be addressed only for the supporters. They deserve the truth." Somebody said, "You need to do a YouTube video in one of those Love and Hip Hop vests Joe was rocking." Mal said, "This ain't joke time."
He could have did a Breakfast Club interview if he was smart. Like, what's the truth?
That bridge is burnt. Him and Charlamagne had issues. Him and then Joe Budden got into it with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's Joe Budden podcast versus Breakfast Club. Damn near. He says, somebody says, "I'm ready to hear what you got to say, Mal. You don't strike me as a nigga that be lying, so I'm listening." Mal says, "I'm not with the corny shit. I'm only willing to sit down and address everything because people supported something for years. They deserve that."
Mal is corny, but they think they real though. Like Joe Budden is a crackhead, and them two nerds. Park's a nerd too.
Man, Joe Budden said they was roommates for 10. He said he lived with him for 10 years.
That's weird in itself. That's weird in itself.
So hold on, let's be clear here. I didn't really hear Mal speak out about that, but when you say, "Hey man, nigga, you live with me," is it because when a nigga say, "Hey nigga, you live with me, nigga, you live with me for 10 years"? Because I watch how Joe Budden really uses words to make himself sound superior at times.
Facts.
I've seen him do that, huh?
I said facts. He's a narcissist. Facts.
Was he half in the rent with you? Because if that's the case, he was your roommate for 10 years.
Man, that's fruity. I want to say something else, but I can't say what I want to say. That's fruity.
Well, I don't know. What was the agreement? Was it, unless it was like, "Hey, bro, man, you ain't got nowhere to stay. You can come stay with me, and I'll let you, you know what I'm saying? Just throw me something on the rent." Okay, at that point in time, you living with me. But if a nigga stayed with you for 10 years, bro, I gotta believe that you wanted him there too. Like,
I ain't had a roommate since college, bro. Like when dudes be living together for 10 years, I'm like, man, that's weirdo stuff. But I mean, to each his own.
I mean, I live in Houston, so the roommate thing is like young out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but other cities though, you gotta understand. Other cities, that's a normal thing. Other cities, that's normal though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause I'll be honest with you, me being a nigga from Houston.
Yeah, me too.
If I know I'm not gonna be out of a nigga's spot rather very quickly, or it's just a temporary thing. If I know, okay, bro, I ain't got no way to I'll probably just go back to my tea lady house.
I could do that too, but
I will do that before I stay with another nigga for
right.
I know it's gonna be a long period of time. Like, okay, bro, say if all right, bro, like nigga need to get right for a couple months. Hey, bro, I'm finna come over there. I'm gonna throw you some bread on the rent for a couple months. Let me get back on my feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm in my own spot right now, but Lord forbid something happen. I'm gonna stay at my girl's spot. She got like a condo. And when I was really cheating, I had about 4 chicks I could go stay at their spot.
I think I would probably first try to find a bitch to go mac on and stay with her. I would probably do that first, but then that probably wouldn't last long because I don't like being told what to do. I'll be like, you know what? I'll go to my tea lady house. and
Yeah.
I'm asleep over there, but I'm gonna stay out their way until I get back right. Like, okay, if I find like, let's just say, I'm just saying, worst came to worst.
Right.
If worst came to fucking worst, I would rather stay with my T lady before I stay with one of my homies long term. So if I
Bro.
know I'm gonna be somewhere for a long time, news and shenanigans was good.
Yeah.
Everybody just straight that just tapped in, appreciate y'all. We've been running it up. We've been talking shit today for a long time.
You know, Houston had hurricanes, bro. So I've been at girls spots. I go to my sister. I got a sister. I go to their spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, the last thing I'm gonna do is live with a dude. I go to my mama's spot. I go to my any crib. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I get that, and that's what I'm telling him. Like, in other cities, having roommates in other states is normal.
yeah, like Texas and Cali.
We don't really, in Houston,
Right.
especially, we don't really do that out here. That's like kind
Yeah,
of like when you.
I'm in my own spot right now. I'm in my own crib right now. Like I said, every chick I ever messed with got cribs, condos, townhouses.
Yeah, we don't really do that out here, and I understand culture shock because in other cities, certain niggas don't buy cars.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
But out here, we know like it's rather shameful to be a nigga that's got money, or not shameful, but it's a thing where, like other cities, let's be clear.
I was pushing the old school at 14. You know, Houston, I was pushing the old school at like 14.
Shit, I still push the old school now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hand me down old school.
And H-Town, the older you get, the more and more you realize it's about getting from point A to point B.
Facts.
So in H-Town, it's all about, do you have a transportation to get to where you need to go? That's first. Secondly, you thinking, do I have AC? If you can get to where you got to go, whether you a tent person or not tent person, because I'm the type of person, as long as that bitch got AC and tent, we good.
Come on now.
Let's slide. I'll drive all around in Houston in that motherfucker. If that bitch is, if the tag's up to date, and my tags are outdated, but
I'm riding dirty. Well, let me stop. Let me stop.
I'm riding dirty like a motherfucker. But like, so in other cities, I don't really I get it though, because it's certain things that they will never be able to get because of the cost of living is so high. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense if you live in Houston to never have a car, but go get a bunch of designer clothes and a bunch of jewelry and get a bunch of
that's East Coast all day. That's East Coast all day.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that will never fly in Houston. Like, you could do that if you want to, but people are gonna be like, you kind of backwards. Like, you moving backwards.
Man, I got my sister hand me down old school. I was whipping at 14. I was all through the Southwest, all through Mo City. Man, I felt, like you said, all I needed was a little AC. I whipped BS old schools. I had an old Toyota, old Pathfinder. It don't matter. Like I've had a foreign ever since I've been working and stuff or whatever, but like, it don't matter. Like, I got an old school in the driveway. All I need is a transmission and some candy paint. I'm good to go.
Yeah. I got an old school. I've had the car forever. It's gonna stay here. I know the car. I know when shit go wrong on it. Matter of fact, I just dropped the transmission in that motherfucker.
That's what I need on mine. That's what I need on my old school. That and some new paint, and I'm in the game.
That's how we rocking. So what else has went on in the game? Did y'all see Dr. Umar and Kevin Samuels had 8 issues?
Hilarious.
That shit was very hilarious.
My partner said, man, my gal, I said that to my gal, she was laughing.
Yeah, that was very, very fucking
Dr. Umar is so pro-black and so ignorant. It's like that dude, you from H-Town, we from Houston, right? Mm-hmm. On South Main, like on Scott Cullen, they be having the newspaper, they be serious about it. The Dr. Umar is in the hood pushing the word, the final chapter and all of that. So like, me and my boy think it's so funny that with all his money, all he did was buy more dashikis and more kufis, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. With Kevin Samuels, I don't have a one single issue with nothing Kevin Samuels does. Because for one, those women, nobody's putting a gun to their head. And if you
Fact.
listen to some of these women who speak on Kevin Samuels' show, they sound very fucking confused. Somebody needs to tell these women some of these things that Kevin Samuels is saying.
The miseducation of these hoes. That's what it is. It's the these hoes, you know.
I'm watching right now what they pushing on us as black men. They pushing simp.
And panties.
They
And they want us in some panties, like Kid Cudi.
They pushing simp. They pushing let your woman tell you what to do. They pushing gay. We've got rappers wearing fingernail polish and dresses right now.
They either want us wearing a purse or buying a $50,000 purse. You see what I'm saying?
They want us. They pushing a lot of bullshit on us, man.
Preach.
It is what it is. And niggas, if you don't like it, oh well, we need somebody who is out there to tell these women, like, nah, you want to hot. There are women now who feel because of social media, they got 2 kids, ain't got nothing to bring to the table. Hey. And they actually have the nerve to look down on certain men.
I want to say this to your subscribers, Big Ant. If y'all out there getting some money, get with you a girl. If she getting money, y'all put that together and y'all grow and shine.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
God love. Fuck Kid Cudi and the crew he hang with, nigga.
Yeah, they some chumps.
Fuck all them niggas. All them niggas.
They some punks.
Fuck them niggas. Tell them Big Ant said it. I'm in H-Town if any nigga got a problem with that.
Yeah, we in Houston. They some fruit snacks.
But he talked like he fine as hell. Who is News and Shenanigans? Who the fuck is that? Who is News and Shenanigans? Who are you talking about?
Yeah, they want us in some panties. But yeah, if you get money out there, get with you a good woman, a fine woman that love you and she get money, become a power couple.
Hey, and fuck that nigga that made the motherfucking dress. That shit was pussy.
Off-white, yeah, off-white. Yeah, that off-white dude with a white woman and all his employees white. Y'all stay woke. Virgil, he with a white woman and all his employees white. Y'all stay woke.
That's so crazy with niggas, bro. When niggas like something and something is seen as a status symbol in the culture, niggas would rather, niggas just can't denounce it, bro. Like niggas could not denounce Gucci. Niggas could not denounce Burberry. Niggas could not denounce Off-White because of the status symbols. And I'm not here to hate on designer, bro. But nobody could denounce these high-end brands, bro, who clearly was spitting in our fucking faces.
Well, it's a million fly brands out there. I got a closet full of, it's like, man, F Gucci, it's a million fly brands, black, white, Asian.
I want to be clear, bro, because I don't want this to turn into some like designer clothes hate train and right. I'm just mad because I can't afford this shit. I could go buy Gucci right now.
Fast.
I could go buy Burberry right now.
Fast.
What I want the people to understand, we as a black people have an issue with standing firm on being black. We don't take pride in being black. If the motherfuckers did some disrespectful shit to the Mexicans is 100% cool. We ain't gotta wear that shit no more.
Yeah, I don't give a F about none of them brands.
Do something to the Mexicans, bro. They is done.
The Jewish cats too, they be done too. You say something bad about the Jewish cats, they be done with you too.
We got a nigga with Off-White who has shown us several times where he stands with it.
He a sellout and a punk.
Now, Kanye West has said a lot that I don't agree with. A lot of fucked up shit. I still wear Yeezys. I don't
wear Yeezys. I don't wear Yeezys.
I like the shoes. I get it. but I'm gonna let niggas know how I feel. When I see a nigga trying to put another black man in a dress in 2021 with everything we got going on and the message being portrayed, the issue came with me when they tried to even more write that shit off as, oh, this is for mental health awareness. Come on now.
And try to say it was a Kurt Cobain tribute. Boy, you want to put that dress on since you was a little boy. Kid Cudi's a punk.
Pussy. Any black man that put on the dress for clout to be talked about, you a pussy. Fuck them. I don't care. We standing on that.
Yeah, I got a t-shirt on.
Say this too. For all my simp niggas in here. All my simp niggas. If you motherfucking letting a bitch tell you what to do, how to handle, she handling you, your bitch punk you, your bitch yell at you and shit, you a sucker, my nigga. You a fucking sucker.
Chunk.
Grow some nuts, be a motherfucking man, and put your pants on. Kevin Samuels is right. Chris Hooked on YouTube. All I say that to say this, bro. I'm glad Kevin Samuels putting this pressure on these niggas. I'm glad that niggas, because it's showing you where we at with it. This is an anti-simp gang, nigga.
Boys gotta stop simping. Like
anti-simp gang, man.
Like we gotta get back to being player and having game. And I come to the table with something, but you gotta come to it. Like we gotta stop all this. Buy her everything, pay her rent, do whatever she say. Man, please, please.
Yeah, man. All you niggas that think like that, you gonna go out like a fucking sucker. And you gonna be mad at yourself one day. You niggas,
I'm gonna keep it real.
Like suckers.
I'm gonna keep it real. Like on club nights, I had some of the best time of my life, and I ain't have to pay for nothing.
Yeah.
She just came through after the club. Like all y'all do is paying bills and stuff, buying cars. Y'all straight simping. You know what I'm saying? You really slipping with your dripping. Y'all really simping. And then when they come at us, they expect us to do the same thing.
Exactly. Not happening. Call me broke, bitch. I'm cool with that. Call me broke. If I'm broke because I don't want to support your lifestyle, because let me tell all you rich niggas who really think that, this hoe fucking with me, she really my bitch, and I'm investing all this energy and time into her, all this motherfucking money. What's crazy about that? That bitch that you fucking just because you got money, she will still find a reason to fuck a broke nigga.
A lot of ball players and even rich dudes in the hood is paying for the P. I ain't gonna go no further because we on the internet, but you know, a lot of white, black, you know, my Asian, my brown brothers and sisters, best believe they paying for the P.
Yep. Thanks.
So, you know, a lot of y'all is simping and paying bills and not even hitting. But then a rich dude, the ball player, just straight paying for the P, hitting that night.
Some of them ball players spending money and ain't fucking either. And then I'm gonna tell you how confused.
Scammers, doctors, it's dudes that got corporate jobs, white, black, every race, tricking on them baddies for real.
Y'all wanna know what's even crazier, bro, with all this shit? It's niggas out here and bitches out here that will sit up here, bro, and try to make regular niggas or niggas that's not that much up spend money, give these niggas a hard time, but then go get a pussy to the rich nigga like for nothing. Like just get a pussy to the rich nigga. Like, bitch, you supposed to be taxing that nigga.
I don't think my girl watched this, so I'm gonna start talking. I don't think my girl watched this. We've all in some form paid for the P. That could be Papados. That could be straight cash on the table. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
That's understood. That's a part of the game.
When I was broke and had no money as a college student, just broke, not having money, period, I'm just straight hitting off game. You like me, I like you. But when I got more successful, we can go to a dinner, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a bag or something if you my girl. But she got to have money too, though. You know, girls buy me Jordans, girl buy me designer, you know, blazers and stuff. It got to be mutual.
I'm a player, man. The thing is, I like to go out to nice restaurants.
Facts,
I like
me
to go
too.
out and grab a drink. So if I go get a bitch, it is what it is. God love, you're corny. The problem is you were on here defending a nigga who had a dress on. And I bet you won't come on here and show your face, God love. I bet you won't.
Big yeah, I had.
Mirror. Hold on. I bet you God love. I bet you look in the mirror and you would say, I'm a motherfucking lame. I'm a bitch ass nigga. I hate how I look. I jack off every day. I never get pussy. And I suck. And that's the reason why I gotta come on these motherfucking YouTube lives and speak nonsense. Show your face, God love. I'm finna send you the link right now. Join that motherfucker.
Yeah, come on, God love. Chop it up with us one time.
Let's see where your nuts at. Bet you have none. Hold on, just a fucking second. We on y'all ass tonight.
Hey man, but all y'all sipping out there, spending half your check, your weekly check on some broad, man, y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to stop that.
Really, we gonna just tell y'all how the game go. If y'all niggas want to be simps, be simps. But if we find out you simping and you part of this urban politicians chat, you getting outed. God love, join, nigga. The link is right there. Cut your camera on. I ain't putting you on unless you show your motherfucking face.
Hey, if you got
Envy said that Kevin Samuels is lame. I don't want smoke. I'm just here shaking the tree. Man, nigga, go shake your own motherfucking man. We know you don't want smoke, nigga. Cause ain't no real niggas gonna come on here and say that lame shit you said, God love. You must be a fucking simp, nigga. Yeah, that nigga scared, y'all. This how we handle them little nerds, man. If you a nerd and you ain't got the nuts to join, nigga, you fucking suck. I want you to look in the mirror and say, I'm a fucking loser. I suck at life. You niggas is probably hide behind motherfuckers.
It's nothing wrong with the nerds. Some of y'all get money too. There's nothing wrong with the nerds. Some of y'all get money.
I fuck with nerds. I don't fuck with niggas who can't stand on what they say, though. It's nothing wrong with being yourself. In here caping for niggas with dresses. Man, you sound like a bitch, nigga. God love.
Hey, I got on a t-shirt and some jean shorts. I ain't got on no dress.
God love, but I want you to know, bro, whether you feel like I know who you is, nobody can see you. Guess what? Deep down inside, you have to live with the fact that you ain't it. All you niggas that create fake pages and fake accounts and make
weirdos
channels, you have to live with the fact that at the end of the day, when you go home, hey, I wake up and I'm a fake person every day.
A weirdo.
You said the dress was trash. I thought you was caping for the dress, my nigga.
Yeah, don't go hard on the big game.
I'm off you, bro.
But no, we need to just get back to men being men. Y'all know what that means. Men being men.
Exactly. Hey,
y'all know what that
Thursday,
means.
Bro?
Yeah, today Thursday.
Yeah. My days is all off, man.
I told you I heard my ankle playing ball Sunday. Look. In the bucket.
Damn.
I was giving them boys hell too. I said, oh man. I want to work with it though. The grind don't stop. I'm going out of town, limping like a fool.
It's good. What you got on, BP? Oh, I bet I'll meet you back.
But no, I've been watching the show the whole time at the game.
Nah, I said we like I can hear that shit in the background.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Bet. This nigga BP at the Astros game.
Shit, I was gonna see what he talking about. I was gonna see what he about to say.
BP at the Astros game.
Oh, that's live. Who they playing tonight? That's live.
Let me call him and see. Y'all tell me if it's too much noise.
Yeah, hit him up. You know what? This dude I work with, Big Gang, he said he went to the Astros game a few nights ago when they played the Angels.
Well, I'm asking them, is it too much noise?
I don't know. This I got to know.
Now, I think you good.
Yeah, everybody pretty much gone, bro. It's in the 10th inning because these niggas tied 3-3.
They let the game be full capacity.
No, but it's damn near there. A lot of people already get out.
No shit. Nigga, I ain't been to no fucking Astros game in so long.
I usually go to a few Rockets games, but I chilled out during the pandemic and they trash right now. I'm gonna go next season.
They say what's going. We don't know exactly what's going on with Meek and Ross yet. Speculations. Meek Mill didn't allow Rick Ross to come into his section inside of Club Live in Miami. You know, you can't kick. I don't think there's no club that'll turn Rick Ross around in Miami.
I think it was a section.
Huh?
The section. I think he was turned away from the section, not the
club.
club.
From the section. You can't tell Rick Ross he can't come to a club in Miami.
Bro, what if somebody drop a diss song? What if one of them drop a diss song, bro?
It ain't gonna happen. Rick Ross would never diss Meek. Because Rick Ross, I'm gonna tell you why Ross wouldn't even diss Meek. Ross really look at Meek like a little brother. Yeah. I feel that Ross really looks at Meek like, hey, bro, this little bro, man, like, y'all gotta remember, and I had posted that on the gram one day. When Ross was pushing them niggas, bro, he did everything he could to make sure the entire rap game fucked with them niggas.
Facts.
Him, Wale, when it was daytimes to shine, Big D was good, G. When it was Ross and Meek time to shine, Big D, you want to get in this hole, nigga? Hey, BP, I'm going to hit me when you get up out that hole. All right, she's up. Big D, you want to get up in this hole? But when it was daytimes to shine, he let them niggas shine. He made like when because I don't know if a lot of people remember when Wale dropped when Wale had actually dropped Ambition, he had like 4 hit singles on that bitch. Rick Ross
he was hot. He was hot.
Artist at that time. All right, I'm gonna put your you gotta click the link, Big D.
That was like 2012, maybe. I can't remember. But Wale was hot with that one.
Yeah, 2011, 2012. And he would, always made sure. And at that time, Rick Ross was still one of the top artists in the game. But it was like, hey, bro, I'm not gonna make the mistake. It's like, okay, right now, Meek, you got the ball. You the hottest nigga. You got
right.
You got to click that link right there, Big D, and then cut the camera on and shit. Big when Ross had the ball, it was, hey, I got it right now. But I'm going to incorporate what y'all got going on too. And when you remember Meek Mill had the Ambition shit going on, all that shit was going on, them niggas made sure everybody was on point.
They was the hottest label in the game. Other people wanted to join MMG.
Facts. Big D was good.
Yo, what up, though?
What's the word?
Boys good?
Yeah,
shit, bless.
We talking shit about everything going on, man. We spoke on Kevin Samuels. How you feel about Kevin Samuels, Big D?
He be talking shit.
But he talking some good shit though.
Yeah, man. He be spitting facts. I love it. I love
I
it.
love it. I love what you said, Big D, because I didn't know where you stood with that.
Yeah, I always like the black man speaking their mind. Just me, honestly, me personally. I like when brothers speak their mind.
So
He does
one
so
thing I can say, if
elegant
y'all don't know
and
who Big D
straightforward.
is,
No
he got
bullshit.
a YouTube channel in Dallas, based out of the DF Dub, Dallas Fort Worth area. He does interviews called channel called Mogul Media.
Yes, sir.
Everything going on out there right now. It's kind of cooling down, it seems like, so I'm glad to see that shit.
Yeah.
I got to stay out of certain shit, though. You know what I'm saying? I just can't involve what I just don't want to be involved in certain shit that be going on. But, you know, to each his own out there. Shout out to Dallas Fort Worth. That's the Dallas and Fort Worth, the first city to like embrace a nigga with that interview and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got family in Dallas and Fort Worth. I got uncles and aunties. Yeah, I mess with Dallas.
Yeah, man. Dallas and Fort Worth always gonna be like one of them cities that I gotta always fuck with, bro, because like even when I wasn't even doing no media shit, when I would go out there, it was always love. And then once I started doing the media shit, when I couldn't even get niggas in Houston to fuck with me, I went to Dallas and Fort Worth. My first time going out there doing this shit, nigga, I did motherfucking like 10 interviews out there.
Yeah, it'll work, but I'm in the process of trying to move out there to Houston.
No shit?
But yeah, I'm been house hunting on the Woodlands.
Oh, okay. Now Woodlands lit for sure.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, man. So, you know, I'm hoping at the earliest get down there in January. I got to sell my crib here. So realistically, probably by this time next year, I should be fully relocated down there.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Houston, we got a lot of shit going on, man. They steady building this motherfucker up, steady building it out,
man.
steady putting up new freeways. Man, they
New
doing all types
apartments,
of
new
shit.
condos. Yep.
Yeah, they steady building up a lot in Houston, man. Like I would tell anybody that shit, bro. Like if you in an expensive city right now, you struggling, and your job is making a certain amount of money, man. If you could transfer to Houston, you could come get you a badass crib for a very a decent amount compared to a lot of these other cities.
Hell yeah, including Dallas.
Yeah, anywhere really Texas, not anywhere in Texas, because them all cities, them hoes high as fuck. But
So I came in on talking about Rick Ross and Meek Mill.
yeah,
So what? Well, overall, you think it's a bad move for me?
I don't know everything, and you know I don't know all the details, so it'd be hard for me to speak on that. But it depends on how deep that shit is, dog. Like when you denied, if he denied him entry to the section, that's pretty much saying, hey, my nigga, it's like fuck you.
Yeah, I don't fuck with you.
That's humiliating.
So let's speculate. So what would make it go that bad that it would cause that type of disconnect?
To me, it got to be to the point where you either fucking up my money or you holding up my career.
I think he owe an album or two. I don't know, but he probably owes some albums on a contract.
Contracts are contracts.
You think when like Meek start linking with like all the billionaires and Rock Nation, you think it could have strained him and Rick Ross' relationship because Rick Ross probably start feeling like he was getting undercut?
That's what I said when I first got on here. I said whenever Rock Nation bailed him out of jail, he been messing with Jay and them billionaires since. He don't even mess with Ross like that.
I don't think it was an issue of him like messing with him. I just think that, hey, if it's business, it's business. Like, hey, if you owe me some albums,
you owe me some albums, nigga.
You owe me some albums.
But you know, like the stuff like Dream Chasers come up under Rock Nation, instead of like Maybach Music Group.
Well, let's
Like,
be clear. I remember when Meek had signed that little deal a couple years ago with like Rock Nation or something like that. I remember that. And Ross said congratulate him, but let's be clear, y'all. Rock Nation is nothing more than a management group.
Yeah, for sure.
No matter how y'all want to slice it, they act as and present themselves as a label, but that's a management company.
Yeah, he be stealing people artists, like they trying to do with Megan. They just be taking other people artists.
Like that's all they is. There's nothing but a management company. They really not supposed to have no say so in what other contracts is signed. But they've been operating as like, okay, we'll help y'all battle the label. You know what I'm saying?
Jay got the resources. You know, Jay got that bag.
I don't think Jay got nothing to do with it. I think Jay is sitting back like a 55-year-old white man. I own that shit. I own this shit.
Yeah.
All that business shit really ain't got nothing to do with me. Jay is moving just how when white men get in their 50s, hey, this shit is business.
You think he's sitting back like Jeannie Buss? Like Jeannie Buss just sitting back?
I think he's hands-on and understands what's going on, but he letting his lawyers handle all that shit.
Right.
Somebody must have got a Meek Mill ear, told him what he should have had, what he's supposed to have.
Oh,
and obviously Meek feel more against Rick Ross than Ross feels against Meek.
Yeah. See, like I said, I felt like Ross has always looked at Meek like a little brother.
Yeah.
I felt like Ross, you couldn't fake the energy that Ross gave Meek Mill and like help him push his career and co-sign him and help him and all this other shit. It's one of them things I felt like that shit was so genuine that that's the only way it could get to that level of success. We spoke on that earlier, how Meek Mill took that cosign and made us forget that he really got a cosign to get in the game. You know, that was partially because of Ross. Ross didn't have no problem and didn't have a problem with letting Meek take the throne.
Right.
Most niggas, there's a lot of niggas, they would never be able to do that. Like a lot of niggas, if they get signed to artists and they trying to make it as a rapper too, and the artist is coming up and voila, this nigga's now the hottest artist in the game. Some artists is like, well, hold on, let me step back because I need to make sure niggas understand that I'm the main nigga over here. Ross was set back even for Wale. When it was Wale time, Ross was like, Wale, do your thing. It was never like, oh, I need to come in and steal some of the shine from you. Like
as Ross lost that influence though, has he Meek Mill and Wale as far as they can go under that tutelage? Is it time for the star player to try to look for a new team, a new franchise?
Well, like I said, I've already looked at Meek. Meek has already established himself as far as the face as he's his own brand. That's like undeniable. Like, we don't look at Meek Mill like he's MMG.
He's established himself as dream chasers, but what are the dream chasers? He never put nobody on.
That's though. That is true. Like, he didn't break any artists on Dream Chasers.
What is Dream Chasers? Yeah, what is it?
So I want to be clear here. Meek Mill is established outside of MMG. We don't look at him like, oh, you just Rick Ross artists. We just don't look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Meek Mill has done so much in this rap game, and you got to think, this shit has been 10 years.
Facts.
This is 10 years. So with everything that Meek has went through, we watched his whole career where, yeah, nigga, we know Meek Mill came in under Rick Ross. We know they was MMG, but Meek Mill branded Dream Chasers without artists or with artists to the point where you got your own shit. Dream Chasers. Dream Chasers is a known brand, whether it has artists on it or not. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like no matter if you want to admit, oh well, no matter if you want to say he got artists popping or put artists on or signed artists and broke artists into the game, whether he did or he didn't, we look at Dream Chasers as a brand.
Maybe he wants to break off of MMG and just rap under Dream Chasers, his own thing. Maybe that's what it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's the technical side. That's the paperwork side. Nobody looks at Meek Mill as, nigga, you just an MMG artist.
Yeah, that's years ago. He's past that. Right.
Exactly. That's the point that I'm making. Like, he's past that. He been past that.
Long, right.
And that's because Ross allowed that also. Ross could have been throwing bones in that shit. Ross could have been throwing wrenches and stopping that. Hey, bro, you not finna be just known as a motherfucking you not finna be known as nigga Dream Chasers without MMG. I'm not finna let you go off and establish that shit.
What Gotti doing now, Ross did first. Ross was putting people on. Gucci put a lot of dudes on too. Gucci put a lot of dudes on.
One of those.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Baby's most definitely becoming one of those. I felt like Nipsey would have got to that level. You know what I'm saying? Just the mentality he had. Eventually, it would have took some more time, but he would have got to that level.
Yeah. Besides Ross, Gucci and Gotti put a lot of dudes on.
Oh yeah, Gucci for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Gucci's undeniable.
Gucci, Gotti, and P. What's that? QC. They put a lot of dudes on.
And Coach K.
Mm-hmm.
Coach K. But like, it's just one of them things, bro. That shit. It just depends, bro. What's getting said behind them scenes. What another nigga feel like he trying to do. Where he trying to take his career to. And like they say, nigga, everybody thinking ownership right now. Everybody trying to be an owner.
Facts.
And that could be a big issue right there where, hey, say, bro, you ain't really fully owning everything, you know what I'm saying, with your shit, because you still tied to this contraction.
Mm-hmm. Ross getting a piece, yep.
You still tied to this contraction.
It seems like Rick Ross is just got to do like, bro, just fulfill your contract and do whatever you want to do after that.
Yep.
But dudes not real like that. They be having a contract for 4 years and only want to do 2 or 1. Like, dudes not real like that no more.
But this contract been 10 years.
Yeah, like you look at anything, any type of business right now, like from quarterbacks to rappers, like they'll sign a bad contract or any contract and then say, nah, I want out of it. I don't want to fulfill it.
I don't know.
Shit, that contract wasn't bad when he was broke.
It was all good when they was hot, right?
Yeah,
we see that shit happen.
I don't know,
man.
Before I get off here, and I know y'all already talked about this, and I probably have to go back and watch the video, but give me the breakdown of the Joe Budden. What was y'all overall thought of?
We can only go off of what we've been told, and that's with Joe Budden speaking. I don't know if you listened to the whole episode. Joe Budden is in a situation where he got the voice, they ain't speaking, so what he speak is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Until they come and tell us otherwise. All I'm gonna say with Joe Budden is, whether he wanted to be the businessman or the boss, All I'm gonna say is this. This is my only thing with Joe Budden. To me, he presented the Joe Budden podcast like he was not going to treat the situation how record labels treated it. And when I say that, I mean the artist not knowing where the money's coming from, the artist not knowing the business moves, the artist not being able to, you know, open the books up and things. In business, you don't have to do that. In business, don't nobody owe you no explanation on none of that shit. When it comes to business, if it ain't in the contract, and Joe Budden presented it like that's what was going on. But when Rory and Mal asked about, you know, transparency on the business and what was what, he let it be known that y'all niggas work for me. And that's what a record label would do. He made it seem like the decision making was like, of course we all looked at Joe Budden like, this is your show. You are most definitely the Michael Jordan. You the LeBron James. You the Kobe. That's undeniable, nigga. You the Tom Brady. But he made it seem like at the end of the day, we're going to all like talk and discuss and see what the plays is gonna be.
But he said he made him rich though. When Joe Budden was,
that's cool. I feel you. I feel what you're saying, but he didn't present it like that. He presented it like, hey, I'm tired of the labels not, you know, giving artists information. He has been complaining about receiving information for months. But when Rory and Mal asked him for information, he didn't give it to him, right or wrong. And I want to be clear, Joe is not obligated to open up his books or give them niggas information when it comes to business. But you can't go and ask Spotify to open their shit up. You can't expect any of these other platforms, YouTube, whatever, to open their shit up, and then you don't want to open your shit up to your guys. Because what they do is, what these labels do and what these businesses do, they give you a money amount that they think is fair. YouTube. We don't know what the fuck YouTube makes off of our content.
facts.
YouTube might, if they pay you $100 for a video, they might have made $5,000 off that bitch.
That's a great point. So if YouTube will never open up the books for Joe Budden, why should Joe Budden open up the books for Rory?
Say what?
If YouTube will never open up the books for Joe Budden, why should Joe Budden open up the books for Rory?
Well, that's the point. Joe Budden was complaining that these corporations won't open up the books for niggas, for creators. They won't open up the books. They won't do fair.
But Rory's not a creator, though.
He's an entrepreneur.
He's not. But to me, when Joe talks about creators, he's talking about himself. Rory and Mal don't create nothing.
But I'm saying, see, that's the thing that you got to understand. No matter how important you feel that they are, how much work they put in, this or that. Like I said, Joe Budden is the star of the show. But at the end of the day, they still showed up. They are part of the plan.
Employees show up to work every day.
But I'm saying that's the point that I'm making. That's how the labels look at you. The labels look at you like, nigga, you my employee.
This is the part I disagree. The labels may have you broken in debt. Joe Budden said he made them rich. That's the difference.
I'm saying I want to be, but let's be clear. This is the point that I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with what Joe said. I'm speaking on the aspect of the way he presented it to us.
Right.
You can't preach being transparent in business, creators. He's the nigga that yelled at Lil Yachty for not knowing his business situation. Right.
Right.
He was like, Gotti. He said, Yachty, how much do they make off of you? He was like, I don't know. It's like, what you mean you don't know? Okay, so now you have people in the same situation. They want to know, well, hey, Joe, how much do you make off of the shows that we are on?
But my whole thing is, being that Joe always preached equity, why wasn't it at all in Rory? Why they fight for equity? Why are they waiting now?
That's what I said. Why y'all waiting now? In the beginning, it wasn't a problem because they see it's profitable.
Well, no, I
And
think
how the hell would you let them name it the Joe Budden Show? That already in itself made me think they were just employees from the name of the show.
He gets it. That's what whoever has the LLC or owns that name is the owner.
That's a fact. That is a fact. That is a big, big fact.
That's like urban politicians. Whoever owns that, that's their shit. You see what I'm saying? It's consistent across the board. Pepsi, Coke, whoever owns that name, that's their stuff.
Yeah, and I get it, and I get this the point that I'm making. All I'm saying is Joe spoke it out like that. I'm not saying that Joe Budden is wrong. Do y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
I'm not saying that Joe Budden wrong at all. All I'm saying, he the one that presented the shit like that.
Yeah.
It just sounds like, oh, well, I said I want Spotify to open up all this data. And I need to know how much money are y'all getting paid if y'all gonna be paying me this much. But if he would have said like this, hey, I own Joe Budden Podcast, Rory and Mal and Parks, they work for me. I'm trying to get the bag for me and my employees.
Right.
We wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
When he says creators, I thought he was fighting for him. I never thought he was fighting for Rory and them. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, he been already established he was fighting for them too.
But let me put something in perspective with Spotify. Remember, he was asking for books because it was coming time to renew. And so here we are, we're approaching a new contract year about renewing. Open the books, let me see what y'all making, so we can research this thing that we feasibly getting paid was fair. We having some type of equity. This is a chance to renew the contract because we fulfilled the first one. From my understanding, Rory and Mal is not at the end of a contract and restructuring. They are in the middle of a contract trying to audit books. That only makes sense if they at the end of it, they fulfilling their contract, and now they're talking about we want, before we renew our contract, Joe Budden, let's audit the books to make sure we get fair contract, fair equity, a fair share. But if you're in the middle of a contract asking to open the books, it makes no sense.
100% right. I wouldn't want to, if I'm Joe Budden, I would feel the way if them niggas asked me to open the book. But I will say this.
In the middle, go ahead.
Like I say, we only know Joe Budden's side of it. Joe Budden said he took care of these niggas, paid these niggas a bunch of money. They are rich. Understand outside influence and thought processes start making you think about other shit. Akademiks claims by him going online, and it seems that way because them niggas haven't spoke. I can only go off what Ak and Joe say. Ak say by me saying that them niggas is workers, that's what made them niggas start wanting to ask about being, where's the ownership at? I want ownership now.
Divide and conquer. Ak did the old divide and conquer, and they fell for it.
Seems that way. Because we all know that Mal and Rory wasn't bringing as much to the podcast as Joe Budden.
Facts.
That is what it is. We know that Parks plays his role. He's comfortable with his role. Savon plays his role. He's comfortable with his role. The other people that work there, they all comfortable with their roles. They ain't complaining. But when Joe Budden, Rory and Mal, you got to think, they looking at it like, man, we've been on the show talking before we even got to 100 episodes.
Yep.
But Mal and Rory, they got to explain their side of it. Because from what Joe's saying, look, man, y'all niggas is spoiled. Y'all niggas is entitled. We getting all this motherfucking money. I don't know how y'all niggas can have an issue. But
So
we
with
shall
that being
see.
said, before I get off here, with that being said, should you do business with your friends?
You can.
You can, but you got to be solid. You got to know what you're going into.
I mean, I know you can, but should you?
You should. If that's what needs to be. Because let's be clear here, this was a success. This was a huge success. This show was a huge fucking success, dog.
But it
You
looked like at
should
the
do
end
business
today,
with your friends. But y'all need to be very
more.
clear on what the plan is and what's going on. Once that money start rolling in, it's time to sit down and talk and get everything understood.
And everybody don't handle business the same. That's where the problems come in. Everybody don't handle business the same.
Joe too.
And everybody don't understand the same. You feel like talking as clear as you possibly can, and another person still, it may not be clear to them.
Yeah, people's comprehension of business is not the same.
But understand, that's a tough conversation that had to be had with Joe and with Mal and Rory that they never clearly had. Joe, somewhere along the line, did not tell them niggas, hey, y'all work for me.
And that's what it should have been from the jump. I think Joe was operating from a place of he understand what it was like to be an artist under a label or under some executives, but now he got an executive hat, and sometimes it's hard to play both roles. Eventually, you got to. He picked the executive hat. But them niggas ain't like it. He should have just told from the jump, hey, we working together. Here goes some equity for y'all for this small shit.
Thanks.
And I'm going to make sure y'all good based on it. But you're right. He was trying to preach too much equality and how he would never do nothing. And it makes him kind of falls back on him like he lied to them niggas.
And I don't feel like I said myself, I don't feel like Joe would try to slime Rory or Mal out some money. I don't feel like Joe woke up and was like, you know what? I'm finna fuck over Rory and Mal. I feel like it's a lack of communication amongst all of them and a lack of them niggas understanding what's really going on. But we shall see. Mal said it's lies. He said Joe Budden is lying. We got to see.
I feel like if Joe Budden was true to what he was talking about originally, he would have offered them some equity into the company. I agree. It's that simple.
The first chick who was on the show, the chick that got kicked off the show and Mal replaced her.
Marissa,
she was just on with Hot 97 saying like, yo, he just fired her.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
And she was like good at twisting the narrative, good with words to paint a certain narrative. That's not really what it is, though.
But that goes back to business. If it's not yours, you can be fired. Anybody that has a job can be fired unless it's yours, unless you own it.
Yeah, and obviously Joe just proved that they have zero ownership once he said y'all fired.
Thank you. Whoever owns the name, the Joe Budden podcast, I don't care if it's Joe Budden mama. It could be his uncle, but it's not Rory and Mal. Whoever owns that name, they got the equity to everything.
Yeah.
Facts. But yeah, Big D, appreciate you tapping in, man.
Hey, for sure, man. We got to link up soon.
Say what?
I wish I was in line. Next time, let me know, man. I'll come on, bro. I hook my mics and stuff up, man, so people can see me, man. But I appreciate y'all boys.
For sure.
Already.
All right, y'all boys, you safe.
Yeah, that's a bet. That's a bet.
Man, I do not know why y'all are donating to that super chat where you can see the cash app right there. I appreciate the donations, though. It's all love. Appreciate everybody who donated tonight. But send to the Cash App, bro. If you send it to the Super Chat, I think YouTube take like 50 or 60% of that shit. And I don't even know where the money goes. Like, I guess they cut it on the monthly check. I don't know, but YouTube don't pay shit like that, bro. Just being honest. I remain unimpressed, man. You trying to tap in before we get up out of here? Felt good to be back on the live tonight, fellas. It's all good. Take L's, takes L's. It's all love. Appreciate it. I remain unimpressed, man. You trying to tap in, G?
Man, your boy made a good point. If Joe was really all about that equity stuff, he would have offered him some.
Yeah. It's like, but see, this is the thing. They came in on Joe Budden platform because the YouTube channel is Joe Budden's. He already did put years into that YouTube channel.
Right.
And into that name and building that shit. But, you know.
If I was Roy, I'd have kept the checks rolling. If I was Roy, I'd have just kept playing my position and kept the checks rolling.
Yeah, it's kind of like, that's one of them things, bro, where you supposed to have a game plan. Like, say if you finna get a new job, if you know you finna quit your job, don't quit until you got another job.
Facts. Man, say that again for slow people.
Boss until you got another job, or like, hey man, y'all, you know what, bro? You know what? This nigga Joe tripping. Man, I'm gonna play this shit cool for a whole nother year and run this bag up on this nigga, man. And then I'm leaving. Cause he has a non-compete agreement where these niggas can't do another podcast for like a year.
That's cold.
Really, it's not, because them niggas have shown us they not able to do another pod. They not able to do a fucking podcast.
I don't think I'd care if it was just them two. Just being honest, I don't think I'd care.
All I can go off of what they have shown me. They have shown me they don't got it.
I wouldn't give a damn if it was just them two and they started. I really wouldn't care.
Good, G. They just ain't.
Big Ed, would you care if they started their own podcast and it was just them two? Would you care?
I would for sure go watch it. I would give them a chance, and that chance is a lot. And a chance in this game for somebody to lend you their ears and your eyes is priceless, because it's a lot of people who never get that chance.
Right.
You have something coming in that will make people feel like, hey man, let me go on over here and try something. Like let me go over there and give them a shot, bro. And then I ain't gonna lie, bro, to be honest, and they just don't got it, because if they did, according to Joe Budden, he's tried to get them to do their own shit. I'm not gonna lie, bro, they can have a trash ass podcast. But listen though, they could have a trash podcast, Rory or Mal, or a trash show. People would give them a chance because we see that if they were consistent.
Yeah.
You can build a fan base off of consistency. You can build a fan base, bro. Do you know how fucking rich I would be if I came in with a Joe Budden fucking cosign?
Right. But see, with the way you do it, like building a solid foundation, you're gonna be able to get paid for a minute, like that long money. You know, when you build up something solid, you really have like a for show demographic, like Tech Nine with the music. I don't listen to Tech Nine, but you know, he been doing that shit for a long time. Yeah. So he got a demographic that he can feed. Or like Wiz Khalifa. I can't tell you the last time I listened to Wiz Khalifa, but he got a real solid fan base. He rich as hell. You see what I'm saying?
Facts. And he know what to do with this shit.
Yeah, he knows what to do. It's all about being a hustler and marketing yourself and having a demographic, because your stuff growing and all it needs is that one cosign.
Yep. And like I said, if I came in that shit, I would say, you know what? I got eyes on me. I remain unimpressed. That's the link right there. It's right there. It's right above you, nigga. That's the link. Click that link.
I think I remember that's the young cat from Cali. He was dropping some knowledge. I was watching that live. He was dropping some knowledge on here.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, he was dropping some game on here.
Hey, don't mind me. I'm working. I ain't cleaned up, so.
Nah, it's all love, dog.
What's the word?
From my understanding, all that shit looks sideways. I don't like it. I don't like none of it. I feel like Joe woke up to them niggas and was like, all right, look, we not gonna let Spotify play us. And then turned around and was like, but I'm gonna play you. And was like, rock with it. Damn. That shit sound fucked up to me, bro. I'm like, you've been talking about these your boys, these your niggas, and you trying to make sure all y'all ownership for creators. He didn't say me as a creator. He ain't never, I don't know. You just said creators.
He was talking about Joe. He was being selfish when he said creator. He was talking about Joe. He was not looking out for Mal and no Rory.
You feel me? Because at this point, I'm going to just be real. I know who Joe Budden is. I remember he was blowing up when I was a kid and all that other shit, but I know the industry blackballed that nigga. He wasn't getting no love. I know Mal got
as a rapper.
I know Mal got his connections through his brother, not even just as a rapper. Even on the little Love and Hip Hop shit, they wasn't really trying to fuck with him too much. Mal got his connections to his brother, and Rory got them Jews. In my opinion, Joe brought them niggas in to get a little woo-wop off and finesse real quick, and didn't like that niggas start feeling themselves as part of his shit. But again, you didn't get that blow up till they got there. And you can say it's yours, but podcasting ain't the same as like a business where you buy these products, sell them, and it's not the same type of business. So what you gaining as far as it's like music, your viewership, all that shit.
Listens and shit, plays.
You can't say it's all because of you. We don't know that. So what they can say is, while we wasn't here, this is what your numbers look like. And then when we got here, your numbers did this. So you can say
the Gooch. Hold on, real quick. The Gooch. I'ma add you in the.
Oh no, man, Juice. This man dropping gems. You just listening too slow.
The Gooch. I'ma add you in a second, G.
Now I remember I was watching the live last time. You was dropping some game. Yeah, young brother.
Because I like the JVP.
AC, type that again for me, bro. AC, type that again for me. But the Gooch.
Parks getting double paid. Yeah. I'm reading your comments. Parks getting double paid.
Parks get double paid, bro. And I noticed like Mal don't like Parks. And I've been noticing that dynamic the last couple months change because I'm like, man, when I got fired, because in LA that shit hit heavy, so they stopped letting us work. COVID hit. So in the mornings, I start working out with my boy. He work out and shit. I would have the podcast blowing, and he'd be like, bro, who's this? I'm like, bro, Joe Budden went and found two niggas from New York and made a podcast. And we used to be rolling watching this shit. So Mal never liked Parks, and I see why now. Parks really feel like he's super important, but all you is you important. You sound an engineer, but nigga, Joe used to let you talk a lot, and you was always trying to get your little piece out, and Mal ain't look like he liked that. Rory, they kind of let you for whatever reasons. I don't know all this. I'm not there. But to me, it just always looked weird to see Parks and Mal dynamic. And so when Parks is sitting here like rowing with Joe Budden doing all this crazy shit, I'm like, yo, this sound like a whole team fallout. This don't even sound like no business shit. This sound like niggas just stop fucking with each other and they trying to make this go somewhere.
You know what it kind of sound like to me, bro? Remember NWA when Jared Heller got involved? When the people, I'm not gonna say what you did. When them people got involved, the J word, yeah. Divide and conquer.
That's what it sounds like. And so I'm like, Joe, Akademiks been running on a scandal for months talking shit on Rory. And
about a year straight, the whole pandemic.
He been running it. And if you've been talking to that nigga behind the scenes, that's basically you saying it's okay. Now, I don't know who fuck with who, but I know ain't no nigga I fuck with getting ran by the next nigga and I'm acting cool with it and fucking with the nigga, regardless of business, because you, Joe Budden, don't need nobody. Don't say, well, that's just business now. Nah, you Mr. Don't need nobody. So keep it at that.
But they had a show together, though. That's business, though, bro.
Y'all don't know more. You got a show with Rory and them now. So fuck what you had with him. That's done. You work with these niggas now, and he's shitting on your platform and on your money, and you still talking to the nigga. That's
So
weird.
hold on, real question. So the black man can't do a side project. Real question. He can't do a side project.
I never said you can't, but if you doing a side project that fuck up your current project, you don't need that side project.
I respect that.
You gonna let your money fuck up your money? What type of shit is that?
But see, Rory and them got to man up. That's really what I'm trying to say. Like I'm gonna get the bag. I'm not worried about who you get money with. I'm gonna get my own money. That's just me though.
I don't think it's about who we get money with. Again, we keep looking at that because that's what Joe talking about. I'm looking at it like this. Rory thinks he brought his college people, his white people, he brought a viewers. Mal looking like, nigga, I guarantee you, I told my brother, all his homies in the hood, no. So we tuned in. They think they got a value in this, and I agree with them. Joe don't think they hold no value to the podcast, which is why he tried to replace them niggas with Ice and Ish. And I didn't watch that shit, and I seen them views go down, so I'm not gonna say it wasn't good, but I'm gonna say, nigga, you didn't get 500K.
Now, Rory, this is the thing. Joe Budden feels like, and it's been displayed by them, that they don't have the same work ethic for the podcast that Parks does.
That's his job.
And himself. He feels like they don't have the same type of passion for it. He said he feels they don't have the same type of focus.
I understand that. And
Mal gotta understand, producers get a bigger cut. I don't care if you're talking music, TV shows.
Well,
the producers and the engineers get a bigger cut.
The sound has to be right. The production has to be right. But that's what we don't see. We don't see behind the scenes how disciplined the levels of discipline. Joe is a motherfucking disciplined nigga when it comes to executing. Even Akademiks said it. Joe Budden used to be the first nigga in the complex building every fucking morning.
Because he needed to come back. Of course, I'm gonna be the first nigga in the gym. I'm making a comeback. Let me get signed to the NBA on a 10-day contract here, and I'm not.
That Joe Budden just has that type of personality.
Bro, he was up there smoking squares at 5 in the morning, bro.
Yeah, but I'm
saying, he was up there in that hole blowing Newports at 5 in the morning, ready to tape.
And I can't deny that.
Joe Budden is looking at it like, okay, Rory and Mal, let's see how y'all operate. Parks is here.
That's your sound dude, though. Parks ain't a part of the podcast.
And we're using
Joe know who we can't get rid of. Joe know who we can't get rid of.
Joe is the sound. He's a sound dude. He ain't the podcast, though.
But listen, though. He talks, though. He became a personality. They ain't even had to show him, but he ended up becoming a personality.
That's true.
Parks, let's be clear.
He does talk.
Talking. So he's on here as a personality, speaking on every single topic with them. So he's on here speaking. We using his spot.
That's his spot? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Once they got into their basement, it looked.
Joe hustling. Joe hustling.
You know what I'm saying?
Joe hustling.
Out there.
Parks' crib.
I didn't know that.
And then when Parks moved, guess what?
He's right in the next room.
To Parks' other crib.
Joe connected and respected with them people. That's how business is formed.
But I just want to ask a question though. I want to ask one question though. Did anybody watch that Valentine's Day podcast they did right after Valentine's Day, where Joe played all the shit he bought for the stripper shawty and her son on some Joe tricking shit? Now, in my opinion, this is what I thought I took from that. You left a guaranteed bag at Spotify and told all your niggas, wait on it. We finna come up. You then go trick off hella bands that them niggas are not seeing on a bitch. Again, I don't know how niggas spend their money. I don't really know how they move. But if I'm in a business seat with you and this is what you doing with money that you saying I can't get when we had guaranteed money over here, then what are we not getting money for? Because you blowing
Joe said he made him rich though. Joe did say he made him rich.
Joe can say anything. We ain't seen nothing. I haven't seen nothing.
Where I'll say this though.
They gotta say something like they gotta say something. We don't know. We don't know what's what.
They said they taking
what is an amount for Rory and Mal to be making? And this is my thing. I hate the pocket watch because that's a fucked up thing to do, but fuck it. We speaking about niggas that's celebrities right now. I don't really like speaking on what niggas is making exactly, but fuck it. We gonna do it for the conversation.
They put it out there. Fuck it. They put it out there.
They put it out there. Whatever. Okay. What amount would you say Joe paying Rory and Mal monthly, in your opinion? For because he said them niggas was rich. So Joe Budden has to know by saying that it's gonna come out, or it could possibly come out how much he paying them niggas.
Right.
Joe Budden said Rory is overpaid. So what is overpaid?
Okay. One question. Well, not gonna answer your question with a question, but I'm gonna just give it my answer that I got. I don't understand how much they're being paid compared to how much they would have been paid at Spotify or how much you'd have been paid somewhere else. I don't know, like the money they make.
Let's be clear though. The Spotify deal was fucking horrible. I would have turned that shit down too. The Spotify deal was fucking garbage.
To answer your question,
nothing, they would have given up all their rights.
Right.
Everybody who's part of the Joe Budden podcast network would have given up. Well, not the network wasn't started yet, but Rory, Mal, Savon, Parks, Joe, they would have given up everything. And they would have given up their tour money and all.
They would have busted them pockets.
Slave deal. They
would have been signed to a 360 deal with a streaming platform.
When Joe said he made them rich, I feel like he probably paid them an annual salary of $500,000 to $1 million. And I feel like he was trying to hold out to get 50 million or something crazy, and then break it down how Joe want to break it down.
That he thought by time he said he figured once it was time to renegotiate with Spotify that Rory, Mal, and everybody on the show would be a millionaire.
I agree. It looked like it was going that direction.
He said that was the goal. That's what he wanted to do. Now, I say that to say this. Joe Budden spoke in a kind of cringing term in the fact that he was paid $20,000 a month at Complex. He was like, he felt underpaid. He was lowballed.
That is for everyday struggle, right?
Yeah.
That was a big show. That was a big show.
But so Complex wasn't that big yet. A pocket wasn't that big.
He's frowning against the 20K openly. And even in this podcast episode, he was openly frowning against that 20K. I don't feel like Joe would talk down on that 20K and then try to pay Rory and Mal 20K.
Respect.
That's why I said
I don't think he would do that.
That's why I said $500,000 to $1 million is what I believe he was giving them. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. If he was giving them niggas,
Joe said they overpaid. Joe said he felt they overpaid, right? There you go.
More than a couple million to pay almost $1 million. Like, and I don't think they was making that without the deal. Because bruh said they hadn't got no deals. So that couldn't have been.
No, let's like he said, Rory. Oh, if you're a regular dude and you get paid $500,000 to show up at the couch once a week, that's probably why he said Rory overpaid.
But can we? I really want to put a stipulation on that because I really don't think they was all right. Like I understand. All right, here I'm coming from. Right, Complex was not big. They needed Akademiks, and they needed
big. Complex been big.
No. But hear what I'm saying. It wasn't big in our culture though. Before, got Ak and Joe Budden to do that. So when they're asking Ak and Joe Budden to do that, they're asking for Ak because he's really the voice of them little goofies right now, and Joe Budden because he got stature in the industry. So it wasn't a we want you, it was a we'll have you for the look of it, right? And now that got fucked up, they really falling off again. So I'm saying they probably wasn't trying to respect him as much as what he was saying. And then that takes it back to Mal. I just want my respect. So if what you saying is he wasn't getting paid right, and so he up and said, well, I can do this on my own. You took a podcast that was a friendly business and then flipped your YouTube into a network and tried to turn your friend business into your business with your friends on it. And so if you paying them, depending on what you paying them, true, it could be fair, it could be more than it's worth, but what is to determine that is why I'm confused, because I don't know how much is worth what.
I'm gonna be for real, bro. I don't care if you work in downtown or at a bank. If you go to the top and say open the books, your employer gonna look at you crazy, just like Joe Budden did. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It is what it is. But Joe shouldn't have been talking that equity stuff if you're not really willing to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Because I feel like they was there thinking there was equity coming and that it was going to be a we thing. I don't think Mal, again, in my knowledge to what they talk about on the pod, what they say all the time, Mal related to somebody that got money. This is going to get real sloppy because Rory got Jewish lawyers and Mal I got money lawyers. Joe, you going to have lawyers too. But again, industry can really try and not fuck with you because they've already done it once, and we don't want to see that happen again. That's gonna be messed up. So,
it's a show, bro. It's 3 people, so like this is just me. I'm not Joe. If say Spotify was giving me 30 million, it's Joe Budden's name, so I might keep 15, but I might tell Rory or whatever to split the other 50. Like I know other people got to get paid, but I would try to give them something. I wouldn't try to keep it all. I would try to give them equity.
If it was a TV show, I could rock with that. But again, this is streaming and this is different. And the money breakdown different because, like I said, when Joe was on
that's why they got to get equity. That's why they got to get equity.
Right. But when Joe was with it by itself, he didn't have the viewership to try and claim that I'm really the point of the show. Joe was not over 300K views. And I remember because I used to look at it and not watch it. And then he did a thing on Drake and I tapped into it. Was like, bro, bullshit and still and left. A year and a half later, I came back as Mal, Rory, and Joe. The first one I really watched, I was like, yo, this is kind of hard, but I was going through shit, so I didn't have time to watch it. So when I finally got into it and it's them 3, I'm like, yeah, I can see why this blew up because this shit is raw. Now, if you're going to tell me you think you could have did that without them, you got to show me numbers saying you was doing it without them. And that's what they're going to say in the business proceeding. You can say what you want about who you are and your stature, but the numbers prove that without these 2, you weren't really as on top as you say. So you can say it's yours because your name's on it, but you can't say your value is any more than theirs, is all I'm trying to say. Value.
They should get a chunk of the new bag, bro. I'm not grimy. Like it's Joe Budden's name, he should get a bigger piece. But I feel Rory and Mal should get a piece of the new bag if they renegotiate.
They boys, they should be able to share it. That's why I'm so mad. Like, Joe, you fucking
everybody can eat. Everybody can eat.
Man, and this ain't ran by no white people. This ain't controlled. But this was some niggas. It just was yours. And so all you got to do is really be not. When he shouted, look, when I heard that nigga quote ho, I felt so disrespected. I'm like, you gonna quote a nigga that finessed you out of your bag to your homie? Come on.
Like Rockefeller, bro. Like people forget Rockefeller was 3 people. It was Biggs, Dame, and Ho. And they was getting money for a long time together. Like it's enough money to eat if you really are successful. But Joe probably didn't want to give them what they thought was appropriate, and that's just business.
Your value is higher than theirs, and I understand your name is higher than theirs. But in today's day and age, your name doesn't carry all the weight you want it to. But your value on this podcast with these 2 dudes carries a lot of weight. So you trying to separate your value from their value, and it's going to devalue y'all as a whole. I just don't think that's positive or smart. I just didn't like it.
What you think Rory and Mal should have got? What you think?
Again, I don't know. Like, I feel like between the end of the day, if I'm them, I'm telling Joe, you know what? This is your name, bro. You could take the 40 and we'll split a 30 apiece. Just like that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
you feel me? Just off of you feel me? You like it, you got it rolling, it is your name. But nigga, without us, you wasn't going nowhere. So let's stop the hype. But it's your name, so fuck it. Take this little bigger bag than us, but chunk us off right. Joe on some nigga, it's my name, and I did all this talking to people and I called people. Man, come on, bro. You picked up a phone.
Joe, to be fair, Joe has said that them niggas could have went and got deals. That's what he says.
Why though? I'm
He
working
said
with my
they didn't
boy.
go
I'm trying to see
find
you
deals.
win.
They
I need
couldn't
to get a
find
deal.
deals. Then he said that he's told them to do things to push the platform to get bigger to where they could get more money. They wouldn't do it. This is what Joe said. I don't know. He said that Rory has been behind the scenes sending crazy emails, crazy emails.
I heard that.
Said
But
that
if you don't
Rory
treat
has
your
been
boys right, they want to
fucking.
leave.
Huh?
That's it. You don't treat your boys right, they gonna get new boys. You don't treat your employees right, they want to leave. I'm not saying they right for how they moving. All I'm saying though is, as Joe, you've been in the industry. You telling them go make deals and bring them back. What type of deals you think they want to give a podcast that's not owned by nobody, that's making their own money, that don't come from them taking out of y'all pocket first? Ain't nobody giving them a deal. You Mr. Joe Budden, so you want to finesse with all these people you know, and they won't even give you the deals. So you saying that to Mal and Rory like them niggas is big names or something. Like, that's funny to me. I don't think that shit's smart. Like, it's weird.
I think they mad because Joe owe everything. They mad because Joe probably own everything.
I'll say this. You can't really speak on ownership if you ain't putting no money up.
That's true too.
If you don't own that shit, so to me it may be fucked up. But if you don't own nothing, you don't need to see the books.
That's true. But now again, what do they own? Because Joe
put no money up, and that's what we gotta. We just having a conversation right now, but I do want to keep everything in the right kind of perspective for the people. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know. Did Rory and Mal invest $1?
Business gets messy, bro. Like friends is one thing, but once you get in that courtroom, in that business office, man, business gets messy.
It's a lot.
If Rory and Mal did not invest $1 into this podcast, business-wise,
preach,
and he's still paying them racks every month.
Come on now.
They have to be happy with what they get.
That's true too, because that means he's providing. That means he's providing. But now again, Ebro said he paid for y'all first year in a studio. You didn't pay for it. So Joe, that's not an expense. You shooting out of Parks' house twice. That's not an expense. You talking about spending money, but nigga, I'm not hearing no expenses. The only expense you got for me to say
spending money though. You spending money because you gotta pay.
But hold up.
But business spending isn't personal spending, and a podcast can be called personal. And if it's not big yet, or you know what I'm saying, like it counts as a business under certain laws and etiquette. If it wasn't a business,
let's just say hypothetical, bro. If Big Ant paid you 500 racks to come sit out on the couch once a week, would you do it? Yeah. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like them niggas was eating. Them niggas was eating. Them niggas. Joe said he made them rich, and I believe it, bro.
I don't. I really don't. I don't.
If he didn't, why they stay so long?
Because again, Rory told us he told us, I don't really like podcasting. I like coming to kick it with Joe and with Mal, and I kick it with my boys. I listen when they talk. I be just like, all right, well, this makes sense because you don't really seem to be a part of the culture like these niggas, but you come and they rock with you. Cool. If you didn't know that this was what Joe was trying to do, because remember, when y'all was gonna make the Spotify deal, it was just my boys hanging out, kicking it, talking shit. Now that Joe trying to take it to, I want to build my brand. Now it's my business of the Joe Budden podcast. But before it was that, what was that?
A week. We don't know that to be confirmed, bro.
I don't know any payments from nobody. All I'm saying is,
I don't think Joe expected it to blow up this big, bro. And you know when that type of money comes, like that 100 million, that changed how you think. That like niggas get grimy when it comes to like 50 million and better, bro.
On me, I can't let Spotify play you, but if I play you, it's different. I'm telling you. It's like,
if the middleman play you, it's all good though, right?
It's all good. I'm here with you. It's not me playing you. It's just business. Fuck out of here, man. Come on. You know you wasn't getting here without us, bro. Put some respect on my showing up, nigga. Fuck it. I just showed up to talk, but nigga, I showed up, nigga. What are you talking about?
But if you want to be real though, niggas been crooked since the days of Malcolm and Nation of Islam. Niggas been crooked, bro.
Facts. And so Joe, you tried to avoid it and became fucked up.
Preachers, pimps, politicians, yeah, niggas been crooked, bro.
Everybody.
Y'all know how much them niggas getting paid?
Akademiks.
How much?
Calling him. Joe, call him and tell him.
Nah, I don't know how much, but it's a nigga.
Oh, I thought you were about to tell us how much. I thought you were about to tell us how much.
Nah. It's one nigga who knows, and they know that nigga know.
Parks.
I'm about to say Akademiks. That fat ass might know.
Akademiks know exactly.
Akademiks know.
Niggas is getting paid.
Joe be calling, bruh. The way Akademiks hopped online and did his shit, I didn't even catch it, bro. I caught it like a couple hours late,
bro.
In the end, but I was like, bro, you super messy for this. Because even if Joe was on some shady shit with you, bro, you was supposed to just play this cooler than that. Like, nigga, this
it'd be hilarious. He'd be like, they're broke, they're bums. It'd be hilarious.
Bruh.
For Akademiks to say them niggas is broke, it's
exactly.
Like,
you're bums. I know how much you get paid. You have no money. So what are you paying them, Joe?
But see, Akademiks are multi-millionaire, so that $500,000 they get is probably nothing to him.
Nah. I don't give a fuck with no multi-million-dollar niggas say. Even if the niggas getting paid, if they getting paid $30,000 a month, nigga, they doing good.
Especially in Texas. Like they shooting in New York or somewhere, but in Texas or Atlanta or Florida, they
if he paying them niggas $30,000 a month, they doing good.
Living. That's living. They living.
I mean, I know it's different. It's levels to this shit. It's niggas that make way more money than that. Cool.
But that's a lot of money.
You in a different percentile if you make $30K a month, bro.
Bro, it's doctors looking at niggas ain't making that type of money. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like if they getting that, they not broke. So Akademiks wouldn't be calling them broke. And that's where I'm coming from. With Spotify,
but compared to him, but you gotta look at it. He showed up to his crib. So he gonna shit on him every time he get.
But even beyond personal shit, he don't have to, because I'm richer than you, so I don't have to shit on you personally. I can really know that you're broke. Because I know these niggas.
I'll pay you $50K a year to clean my pool. So look. If he offering that nigga $50K a year to clean the pool.
So you know Joe ain't paying them niggas. Look.
And you know, he was the humble fat dude in the basement at first. He got that bag, and you know, people been talking crazy about Akademiks. Oh, you bad for the culture. Akademiks got that bag. It's like, man, come watch the Audi. Come watch the rain. I'm like, damn.
Because he got that money. He know what the money be looking like with these rappers. That's what I'm saying. The complex want to act because they had somebody current and knew that they could put in your face. They wanted Joe because he had the respect of being around. It wasn't a really, we want you, but you not working. You need something, and we need an image. Let's rock with that. Now
that's like you calling from Cali, right? You know how like them tech dudes in Cali be nerds, but they be having money, bro. So they gonna talk reckless. They gonna, whatever.
Them niggas in motherfucking Teslas with doors that don't work and shit. I'm like, how?
Respect, bro. A lot of them gamers, that's what they do, bro. They get online and disrespect the fuck out of each other. Like that's why Akademiks the way he is. He's a gamer.
He get on that Henny and start tripping.
Man, you know what?
YouTube niggas that y'all don't see their faces and shit, they're gamers.
Say, he like Charles Barkley. You know, like the more he drink, the funnier he get. He get on that hen dog. Akademiks be tripping.
He be tripping. How you think LeBron be mad at AD, bro? AD get injured, be playing video games all week. LeBron out there in the gym. Where you at? I got new records on the video game. AD, if you don't get out here and make some shots.
Yeah, bro, like that's another one. AD, KD. I mean, they play ball, but these dudes are nerds, bro. They having money, bro. Like KD, them ain't no real like KD and them, like Kyrie, them nerds, but they got money, bro.
They can just hoop.
So we just gotta wait and see, man.
Yeah.
Ball says Joel is lying. I'm actually dropping a video on that tomorrow. I'm gonna fuck it. Might as well. I'm gonna do a video on that tomorrow because he said.
I will say this though, bro. If we friends, he wrong for firing them on air though. That's not cool.
You wrong for hella handling this, hella how you handled it. If we friends, I don't like nothing you've been doing. But if this was just business and you didn't tell me, it's disrespectful. But if it's business, you handle this, you handle in business. But if we friends, you doing me dirty and you doing me dirty in Akademiks' face for him to keep getting money off it. I think Joe and Akademiks trying to link back up on some shit, but let me stop.
They already said
they gonna have a show.
Hey,
they gonna have a show.
Oh yeah, Axe set this up. Already. Okay.
The Goose, if you in here, type something real quick. I'm finna get you to join this motherfucker.
They gonna get a bag for whatever show they do.
Whatchamacallit said he was upset.
Bruh.
Rory's upset.
I'll be upset too.
Rory's upset because of his relationship, and he still talks to Act, or he don't really talk to Act.
That's weak.
Cool.
That's weak.
Type something in the comment section, bro.
Well, I thought it was weird when Act or Rory was having them problems with his girl, and Joe was talking shit about it on air. I thought that was hella weird. I'm like, you don't do your boys like this on air, though. Like, y'all talk about this after the show.
They always joke, so I thought they was just joking. I thought they was just playing.
I see in Rory's face, he was hurt. I was looking at that nigga turn red. I was like, he hurt.
But see, I'm gonna tell you why he hurt. If me and you joke, it's cool. But he's not one of us, bro. He's an outsider. Exactly. You know, they be want to go shoot up Walgreens and stuff like that when they get upset.
Feel me? And Akademiks ain't part of our team, so him knowing my business don't make me happy. You can know, I told you, but you pillow talking to Akademiks and he dragging me like, nigga, come on, bro.
My bad, y'all, my bad.
I was about to say, how you get shut out of your own stuff?
You feel me? But I ain't like that though. I just felt like Joe as a friend should have been stopped fucking with Akademiks till he chilled the fuck off. It's not about business. It's about not relationships. It's about if you my boy and I'm making money with you.
I think though Joe was on some shit like he didn't want to get involved in that shit, bro.
You involved. You there. You the only middle piece to these niggas. They don't know each other. You the only reason these two know each other's name. And you won't try to get involved.
I think that Joe looked at it like that's some little internet shit. I'm not finna let what Akademiks be on his Twitch talking about come over here and affect nothing. Whatever the fuck Akademiks be saying, whatever. That's how
Joe older than them. Yeah, Joe's more mature than them.
Yeah, that's real as fuck. That's real.
Like, cause Rory, that's some little boy stuff. Like once you, in my personal opinion, once you get 30 and up, it's about money and handling business. All that emotional stuff.
Throw that shit away, huh?
You throw it away.
The Gooch was good. Where you from?
Especially if you got kids.
I'm from Chicago, man.
For shit show.
What up?
Nah, I see you
What's
trying
the word?
and I wanted to get you in this motherfucker and see what was going down with you, man. What you got going?
Lil homie was talking that shit. I'm cool, man. Lil homie was talking that shit. I like him, man. That little nigga was talking that shit. I ain't even want to interrupt, bro. I'm just sitting here listening. But yeah, man. If I was that podcast shit, bro, I'm alone listening to that shit just like you, man. I'll be hearing you talking about that shit, right? So I've been listening since the Mighty the Body days and shit. You know, back when that shit first started. So I really got the real breakdown of the shit. So the first thing first, bro, like with the pod, the name change should have been the first red flag. That's what everything should have been negotiated. When that shit went from I'll name this podcast later to Joe Budden's podcast, that's where everything should have held it years ago.
This brother gets it. Whoever owns the name to Joe Budden podcast, that's the owner. Continue.
Exactly, bro. And you know my thing, and I saw that then when he changed it, and the new name was the Joe Budden podcast. I'm whoa. The Joe Budden podcast, nigga, it's three of y'all. But I'm like, okay, you know, it is what it is. This might be business purposes.
Charlamagne told them niggas that shit.
Right. I'm thinking at the time, I'm like, okay, well, maybe Joe is the bigger name, so we can pitch the show, we can get a bigger bag if we going off the Joe Budden podcast name. So I'm like, okay, fuck it, you know, let it ride. But it's just over time, like y'all was saying earlier, bro, y'all hit on a good point. What you bring to the table is what you get paid to show equity. Bro, if we have let's say all four of us, right? All four of us cousins, we about to throw a barbecue. You gonna bring the links, little bro. You might stop to get some chicken, bring paper plates. You gonna bring the barbecue. I'm gonna bring the seafood or whatever. We all gonna come to the table and eat. But if y'all only bringing fucking paper plates in, you can't expect to go home with plates, bro, of food. Cause you ain't bring no food. You just brought paper plates. You might have brought a bottle of liquor.
Cups and sodas. You brought cups and sodas. Yeah,
exactly. You get what I'm saying? You want to go home.
Bring no real soda.
their thing was they should have been more aggressive in making themselves more valuable to the company to where Joe couldn't refuse them anything or he couldn't cut them out the path. Nigga, when I'm so big, I'm the one who got the location we was in. Rory might have been the one who's booking the fucking shows or getting live performances. He bringing bags in. When you bring bags in, it's just like when you went in the mob. You working for the boss, bro. Whoever bring the biggest bags in, get the biggest cut. That's who
Facts.
we made first. You know what I'm saying? And I think they should have been. They got too comfortable with being sidekicks to Joe. They never went out and started their own YouTube pages. They didn't get their social media going with nothing. They didn't put anybody else on their YouTube. It didn't even have to be them on their YouTube channel. It could
Just laying their ass on the couch. Just laying their ass on the couch once a week.
Exactly. You can't capitalize, bro. I went to the live show in LA, bro, the Orpheum. It was fucking 3,000 people, bro. It was packed to death.
That
And I'm
shit
looking
sold
at
out in
this shit.
Houston too.
Yeah, bro.
I forgot they did that. I forgot they was doing them tours. You right.
Bro, Mal on the fucking stage getting lap dances. So all these people, you doing classes, and what was his class he was doing? The fucking
Master class.
He went out there to Dallas.
Yeah, in Dallas.
Yeah.
Right?
He went to Dallas twice and did some little classes.
Right, you doing master classes and shit. So you couldn't turn that into, okay, all these people got their eye on me. We striking, we flaming hot right now. We the #1 podcast. Let us branch off and start our own subsidiaries. You get what I'm saying? When Jay-Z put Benny Siegel on, Benny Siegel put State Property on. That's how it's supposed to funnel down. It's supposed to be 12, 15 of them right now.
I'd be selling t-shirts and hats at the minimum if we touring city to city.
Exactly.
To be fair though, COVID did hit and shut down whatever they might have had going on. Now, I'm not gonna say they had something going on, but I know COVID did shut something down. You know?
Yeah, that's
Shut down the tour shit.
Yeah.
That's true. And you know,
but see, now even when they joined the Spotify deal, it fucked up a little bit of their tour money with Spotify.
Yeah.
Joe Budden spoke on that. Like,
cause shit was closed when they was in negotiation. A lot of shit. I think Texas, Florida, and Georgia was the only shit open.
I was trying to or they did basically get some of the other tour money, or trying to, before they even offered the new contract.
Right, that's true. And you know, I wrote down a few points, man. So, because I was waiting for it. And so, and another thing, bro,
let's see it.
All right, bro. So, like another thing, my problem with Joe is, bro, like Joe standing his own. If you've been chronicling Joe, bro, he fuck up every single relationship he in.
Preach!
Everybody.
That's what Charlamagne said,
bro. Since the start of Joe Budden, let's look around every chick he's dealt with. Let's look at every single person, every rapper, Slaughterhouse. He was the one to lead. He the one fucked up the chain. Let's look at every single relationship. It's a common dynamic.
He's bipolar and he on drugs, bro. Preach.
Yeah, exactly. Like, man, it's like somewhere the common ground, nigga, the equal factor is you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's so much of Joe is one of them people. Like, he is a real smart dude, bro. He's an introspective thinker, but he thinks he's smarter than what the fuck he is. And that kind of blocks him from getting new information and learning this shit because he's so caught up in how fucking brilliant he think he is. You get what I'm saying?
Them crazy cats be smart, bro. Them crazy dudes be smart.
Yeah, bro. He's standing in his own fucking way too much, though.
He cast his net too far. The fish ain't out there.
Yeah.
Only thing I don't like what Joe do is when he try to talk in circles. And
you do it all the time.
Try to use different meanings for words as opposed to what the general person would understand it as. I still understand what he be trying to say.
Yeah.
But it just be sounding like a bunch of fucking game at times.
It'd be roundabout. That's the Joe Budden special. Take something, turn it into something else, but call it what it was when it's not that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He used to talking to hear you know. He always
it's it sounds like he run again like when Mal say, when he says I don't owe my friends respect. And it's like, bro, stop trying to turn it into something else because you know what the fuck niggas mean.
You feel me?
You know what we mean. You know what a nigga mean when he say, hey, bro, as a friend, you owe your friends respect. He tried to say, "Oh no, I don't owe my friends respect. I can give my bro. Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, you know what he's saying.
You know, if we gonna be here, we expect our respect, nigga, and it's supposed to be there, nigga.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know
Yeah,
what's
him and
crazy?
T.I. be on that. Yeah.
He
That
did
old
all that
technical
shit
stuff.
with that nigga Tech Stone. That's why him and Tech Stone got into it.
Oh yeah.
Did y'all see that when him and Tech Stone got into it on the podcast?
Yeah, Tech Stone said, "Get this nigga out of here. He a weirdo." I seen that.
Fuck out of here,
Hey,
man. What the fuck is wrong? Tech Stone was losing. It's like, man, what the fuck is wrong with this?
He's on drugs. He's a weirdo, man.
Hey, and you know why that is though? Because some niggas Joe can't pull up like you just said, bro. We smart enough to see through the bullshit. You can't just sit down and just talk that shit to me, Joe, because I'm not no goofball, bro. So you can do that shit with hoes and goofy
and
niggas who
academics.
like you
Akademiks and Rory.
You can't fool a fool. Yeah.
That's why Mal wasn't fucking with it.
Akademiks.
That's why Mal, yes, you can. Akademiks really don't care, bro. He just fucking clicks.
Akademiks be sitting there, and dog, Akademiks is a fucking genius, bro.
Yeah,
Akademiks didn't sign that deal didn't go to Revolt with Joe, because when Joe was trying to get Akademiks to go to Revolt, Akademiks said the reason he didn't go, for one, Joe was talking to him like, he said, "Oh, this nigga, it feels like he thinks he's my boss."
Ooh.
Right, yeah.
Akademiks said that. Then he said, "Why is they relaying all their messages through Joe? Why am I talking to Revolt TV through Joe Budden, and I'm supposed to be trying to sign with them?"
Right.
Then he said, Diddy ain't hit him up. I got one of the biggest. I'm on the biggest show. How come Diddy ain't hit me up?
Right.
These real
Akademiks
questions.
are smart, man.
Yeah,
That's why he went and stayed over there on Complex.
Finish that out.
Do dumb shit. Don't get me wrong.
He a nerd, bro. Yeah, we know he's smart. He a nerd. We know that.
No, I know he's smart. We know the nigga got a master's in like math or some shit. Like I know he's smart, but my whole thing is academics ain't smart to the knowledge of people, because he got that master's in math and he dealt with numbers and text and all that. He ain't dealt with people like that.
Facts.
Joe could sit and talk that with him, and Ack wouldn't take it no way because he wouldn't understand the way Joe's playing it. But when Mal was sitting there telling that nigga, "I'm only here for my respect, nigga, I'm watching to see how you finna play this, because I'm not coming back if you don't play it right." That's what he was saying. And Joe didn't play it right. And I think Joe really mad that Mal rolled with Rory, but Mal saying like this, "You not just disrespecting Rory when you doing that, you disrespecting me. Because you saying that if he worked for you, I work for you. And nigga, you know damn well that's not why I was here. So I don't know what you're saying."
So let me ask y'all this. There's been discussions of, I was listening to Star shit. Was that Star?
Star's crazy. Star's crazy.
I don't know if that was Star shit. Who shit I was listening to? I
That
think it
nigga
was
Star's crazy.
They was like, that nigga Mal made the dumbest mistake ever. He jumped out the window and let the white guy change his mind, turn him against the brother.
Yeah,
Facts.
I disagree. Joe felt like him doing that to Rory was because he tough or something. But the thing is, you can't do that to Mal. Mal already know you better than that. And Mal doing that right with Rory, that let me know that Joe was wrong. Because if Mal go right with Rory, come on.
If I'm Mal and Joe kick off Rory, man, that's Rory. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Exactly. Because your allegiance, nigga.
And he a other. He ain't one of us. He a other.
Right, and you live with Joe. Joe said it earlier, bro. We've been through everything together. Me and what's the name about a time? We done been, you know, like we done did all this together, bro. So like, come on, man. We done lived together. We done fucked hoes together. We done ate. Been out of town. Been on tour with me. Like, so your allegiance, I don't know how he rock, but your allegiance, this is a white boy you met through me. Whoever he is, you met him through me though, bro. Exactly. I mean, y'all might have rocked, but see, they commonality was they on the same side on the business level of the podcast. They both business not right. So that's what made them come together like Voltron, because Joe is on one level and they both right here together. So that's what made them be able to. You get what I'm saying? That's why Mal is
Hold it
rapping
down.
like that.
Actually,
Yeah.
Star didn't say that. Let me rephrase that. Star didn't say that himself. One of the callers called in and said that shit, but it was on Star's show.
Yeah, because
Star been keeping it real respectful, man. Like Star ain't really been going in on niggas like that. He been letting the fans do it. He ain't been going in on niggas.
But you know what? Joe and Rory got a real relationship. Like when they said they was trying to go to therapy, I thought that was some weirdo stuff, bro.
I wouldn't even
Like,
let a nigga offer no shit like that.
I've been to therapy twice, and it's because my brother, alcoholic, and my girl wanted to go. But I'm not going to no therapy with no man, bro.
That's what we got a therapy about, nigga. Run these hands, and that's why I was mad at. That's why I was mad at Joe. You called.
Yeah, that's
Rory
weirdo
out
stuff.
Bro. I heard you, Joe. You called Rory out, and you didn't think Joe getting old though. Let me say this right though. Joe getting old, and Joe trying to get this money. He called out Rory on some play tough shit, and Rory's at an age where nigga, I'm about to be 30-something. Nigga, I kind of got something to prove over here. I'm with the black guys. I kind of got to be tough. Joe, I'll fight you. That's not what Joe was looking for. And
I would have whooped him, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have just whooped Roy. Went on about my
the
day.
fact Joe didn't do it show that Joe really beyond that.
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
fact that Mal rode with that nigga, I think Joe wrong, bro. Mal ain't got no reason to ride with Rory unless Joe wrong. And that's what'll keep coming to me. I don't see this nigga riding with Rory unless Joe really wrong. And it's business, so niggas can go wrong. But you quoted Hove to that nigga, and Hove kept you from blowing up. Like Hove literally dead dropped all your music, nigga, and you gonna quote him to Mal? You sick in your head.
He killed you on Pump It Up. Yeah, he killed him on Pump It Up.
You hear what I'm saying? You gonna quote the nigga that ended your career to me?
Yeah, that's for the 30 and up. That's for the 30 and up who remember when Hov killed him on Pump It Up.
Hey, bro, to be honest, man, like with Rory though, I think it was underlined. Is this the thing I think with Joe and Rory is? I think Joe don't trust Rory. If you know this and you pay attention to Rory, he a real emotional dude. Like, remember he made that school shooter reference? He was like, I don't even feel comfortable with Rory around this motherfucker. He too emotional, breaking up with this girl. He around here shaking, your energy off, you acting phony. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care for Rory, to be honest, bro. Because I feel
Me
like
neither, bro.
all this relationship.
I don't
You like the dude that shoot up a Walmart, bro. You exactly right, bro. Yeah, Roy, that dude that just shoot up a Walgreens.
That's the best thing I ever heard.
That's real. That was real shit, though. That was real shit. When I heard it, I was like, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. But when you did business with him, all that had to go to the side because now you brought him in on business and he helped your business grow. So how you feel about him personal is cool. But again, Rory got Jew friends. Fuck how your personal feelings is. They there for that bag like you there for that bag.
Yeah, Roy connected to that big money. Roy connected to that other money.
What's he doing that whole breakfast party?
But like my man said, man, Roy is the type to shoot up a middle school, bro.
Joe knew that, and he brought him on
bro.
anyway.
He's too emotionally unstable.
He's
He be
unstable.
sitting there acting like he drink from that cup. Bro, that nigga got the longest cup ever. He be sitting like every time you get uncomfortable, you act like you taking a sip out that cup, man. You ain't drinking out of shit, man.
Yeah,
I thought he had some vodka or some coffee or something. You know, they love that coffee at Starbucks or something.
I thought it was water.
Bro, they get
yeah, you can't do business. All jokes aside, though, you can't do business with somebody unstable.
Yeah, that's scary to me. You brought somebody like that into your business.
No.
Now you want to act like that's a problem to you, Joe? That's what I'm saying. If it's me, Joe, business movements don't line up. If it's personal shit, then all right, all this makes sense, and you don't like how they moving and it's shady and all this. But you Mr. Businessman right now, so it wouldn't be personal to be doing this. It's got.
I would have gave him a piece of equity, even though it's Joe Budden's name. I would have gave him a piece of equity and just kept it pushing, bro.
Just like that to avoid anything bigger than that, because he Jewish. If he even bring up law, there's something going on. Nigga said, I got lawyers too. You don't want to go into no courtroom with them Jewish niggas. They been doing that for 6.
Him and Mal having the same lawyer.
That's not good. Conflict of interest. Conflict of interest. That's not good.
Mal gonna use his brother lawyer. It's gonna be nasty. This whole thing gonna be nasty.
Says him and Mal have the same lawyer.
I'm a hell of my own business. I'm a man. Like when I go take a piss, I'm not going with Mal. For real, I just don't be understanding how dudes handle business. For real. Like I don't be getting how dudes be And these dudes not 20 or 21. These dudes like almost 40.
Yeah.
Like how you don't know how to handle business? Like for real, we black, like for real.
Said.
Right.
Joe said that, hey, if them niggas would just read the contract, they would see exactly how much they getting paid, the percentage of what they getting paid. And
yeah, get an entertainment lawyer, nigga. It's not hard.
That shit sounds good.
Bro, I'm sitting
from the deal.
Bro, y'all was sitting here saying like, man, 30 racks. Even if they getting 20 racks, I'm like, man, y'all know they only work maybe 3 hours a day for 2 days a week.
Thank you. Thank you.
Getting 10,000.
Sitting your ass on the couch, get $500,000. Thank you.
For nothing.
So Budden's exact words was,
thank
y'all
you.
work less than 30 hours a week.
Part-time.
I mean, no. Y'all work less than 30 hours a month.
Bro, you sitting on a leather couch doing what we doing right now, just chopping it up.
He said they work
once a week,
30 hours a month.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
That's part-time. That you getting way over.
That nigga said that's part-time.
You get way over.
Part-time. They doing less than 30. They're working less than 40 hours a month, bro.
Bruh.
What?
It's doctors in Houston, Chicago, and Cali getting that. All you doing is sitting on a couch.
Man.
They're working
once a week. Once a week.
They're working 6 hours a week.
They saving lives getting 30 stacks a month. All you doing is chopping it up like we doing right now.
They work 6 hours a week, bro. Each podcast episode is 2 hours and some change.
But value is different, though. And that's why it's cold. Because like Joe liked to preach, that podcast money is different. The value is different. Like if Drake hop on a song with an underknown artist, you feel me? Drake gonna get the bigger bag. Regardless. Right. But on podcast, that's not how it goes. Exactly. That's nigga, y'all splitting that bag. So it sounds like, yeah, I'm overpaying you niggas. But if you overpaying yourself, nigga, you not really overpaying us. You finessing us. And it's weird. I don't know these niggas' business, and I'm not trying to take nobody's side. But if I'm looking at it, I went to school, I tried the business shit. It came down to knowledge. They told me straight up, nigga, your worth in a business is your worth in a business. If you work for this company and you bring them majority of their assets, they should be paying you more than they paying somebody that bring them 2 or 3 clients a month. That's reality. Now, if you wasn't getting these views before them, it don't matter what you was paying whoever else or whatever else you was making. But now that you getting this and they're a part of that, they need to be paid correctly for that. And if they're not, that can bring you. Yeah, and it's not fair because you're a bigger name. But this ain't about fair.
That paperwork, whatever they sign, bro, that's America. Whatever they sign, that's America. The paperwork.
I don't think signing a podcast contract dictates money though. You see what I'm saying? Like, because you can't guarantee.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying whatever Rory and them signed with Joe, like whatever their business is.
Right, but I don't think it wouldn't guarantee a contract because you can't guarantee your revenue in this. They didn't have a deal to guarantee revenue. So if you're trying to make your own revenue, you can't sign a deal to guarantee how much I'm getting paid and how much you getting paid because you don't know how much we gonna make to pay nobody. You see what I'm saying?
It sounds like they trying to restructure, and Joe like, fuck you niggas. Like, I don't want to restructure nothing.
Joe trying to get off with that bag.
Bro, you know what it is with Joe too? Like, see, Joe, like, especially when this shit first started, he was coming from the place of the dude who wasn't on. But once he got on, he became the same person that he preached against.
Facts.
Because he didn't know how it felt to be. So he talked about all these rich niggas his whole life because he never was really a rich nigga. But now that he got that shit, he want to hold on to it. That's why he love everybody now. Everybody, he call them all Mike Kaiser. And he calling all these label people. He want to be in cahoots with them because, his podcast went from him ranting against people to fucking the exact opposite. Everybody they love, bro. They love everybody. I'm like, God.
On there. What the
fuck?
Them
M's change them. Them M's be changing people. You know that.
Dr. Fauci on the show?
Dr. Fauci.
But you said it, bro. He connected with them people, them J people. So he connected. You said it.
Man.
Once he got to rubbing shoulders with them same people, he like, that's all sounds and handshakes.
At the end of the day, let's be very clear before I end this motherfucker. And this is the main thing. Them niggas signed the contracts.
Facts.
That's true.
At the end of the
Facts.
day,
Contract. That's
Paperwork.
why
they signed them.
Joe want to air everything else out, nigga. Air out what them contracts say so we can get over this shit. That's why I'm mad. You want to
That's
air
on
everything else
them.
out.
They should have known what it was. What
Obviously,
y'all
they
signed
do.
for?
They suing. They said we know what it is. We suing.
If they go to court, it's gonna come out. Because you know them others love suing. You know, Roy about to sue in court. It's gonna come out.
And Mal said he capping. Mal said them lies be loud, boy, but this truth gonna be quiet. Watch this.
Like AC just said, they started calling that nigga Industry Joe a while back. I don't know if y'all remember hearing that.
Yeah, he was talking about doing brunch at Puffy crib and stuff like that now.
Yup.
He was talking about having eggs with Puffy and playing tennis with Puffy and them, sipping Ciroc now.
Man, when he started
But you know what the biggest mistake they made? I'm sorry, my fault, bro. That biggest mistake they made too, though, was through everything, he should have kept coming to work. Like when he put Rory off of those 2 episodes, he should have came right back to work. Mom should have went to work through this all, because you know what that did when he left because I like Ish and Ice too, because they don't have any industry tab. They don't have to be fucking Ish is a construction worker. Ice do some other shit. They not no industry. Rory got to sit there and massage everybody, massage these relationships, and Maul got these relationships. They don't, so they can speak like honest barbershop talk. And that's what made that shit special. You know what I'm saying? And when Joe saw that, seeing the numbers the same, and I'm in here laughing, I'm feeling better. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here, his energy different with these niggas. Like he ain't really having a good time again. It felt like a breath of fresh air for him.
I didn't think those numbers look the same, boss. Them numbers looked a couple 100,000 low. And to me, they look a little low.
But if
and
you
it's
look,
cool because you get the view, but
numbers is gonna go back up, bro. That's YouTube.
I don't think so. I didn't come for Joe.
Some
niggas came for the group.
This YouTube, bro. When people get to a point on YouTube, this is how it works. People come there because they want something, right? People are there because they want to see the Joe Budden podcast. People fuck with the Rory and Mal chemistry.
Right.
But the core of the fan base is there for Joe Budden at the end of the day.
Facts.
So this is how this works. Joe would have a little bit of a drop off for a little bit of time. But the more and more he would force and work Ice and Ish into it, people would say, okay, they still doing this. Let me check this out now. And guess what they're going to do? Continue to watch. And guess what? The numbers are going to continue to start growing again.
Facts.
Can I say why I disagree, though?
That's how the YouTube algorithm works. You might get a quick drop off. You might lose 20,000 subscribers or 30,000 subscribers. You might lose 30,000, 40,000 views. But the more and more you keep working through
Facts.
people are going to come. It already
Joe in the industry. It's about his relationship.
Campaign.
But that's like First Take.
Joe Budden dropped down under 900,000 subscribers. And guess what? Went right back up. Then guess what? Even with Vlad, when they tried to boycott Vlad probably lost a good 30, 40, 50,000. But guess
initially,
what?
Right.
Kept dropping. That shit went right back up.
That's real.
That's just how YouTube work. That's how the fans are gonna work. They gonna see Joe Budden steady pushing this shit. They doing a good job of marketing it. Joe Budden them gonna bust down the clips, promote the clips. He got it on Patreon.
I'm not buying that. I'm not paying for that. So like I told that nigga with Spotify, I'm not paying for that. So I already pay for all these shits and all this shit.
I ain't paying for Patreon either. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't subscribed to Patreon, but so much stuff going on there. I'm thinking about getting an account, bro. Because so much stuff starting to go on there.
Then the Kevin Samuels episode did millions.
It's like $20 a month or something, right? That's what I heard.
The Patreon, like 20.
Yeah, it's like $20, ain't it?
Hey,
But
I can Apple, Hulu, Netflix. I can pay for all that.
15.
Nah, I
or
can't.
20?
I can't. If he would have went to Spotify, I could do it. My girl paid for that, but I pay for Apple, Netflix, Hulu. I got too much shit I'm paying. I'm not doing that. So, and that's why I'm saying, like, I understand it's the up and down of the game, so it's gonna happen. But it's like when you do shit like this, it's also rubbing shoulders wrong, and it's not just about us watching. It's about the people that's gonna help them watch. Nigga, the little 6ix9ine nigga run around goofy shit all day, but nobody rubbing shoulders to put him on nothing because they don't like the way he was moving. So, Joe, if they don't like the way you moving, you could keep doing whatever you want to do. But if they don't put you up front because they don't watch no more, they're not going to tell their people to watch. Nigga, the YouTube people ain't watching you no more because they didn't like the way you played that. I'm not watching you no more because I don't think you being honest right now. If
Who y'all think gonna replace Roy? Who y'all think gonna replace him? Roy.
Ice and Ish.
And that's cool.
Joe told that nigga Ice, hey, man, there's a lot of money in that seat if you want it.
I heard that.
He did.
I heard that.
I thought he was just fucking with their head. You know how you just like.
You don't fuck around like that. You don't
do your boy like that. Like I said, Joe on his shit. He could do his shit.
You know, he said it earlier. He said in the new contract he got with this new podcast he doing, if anyone walks away, it's over. Like if anyone takes off or leaves, like how Rory and them pull that shit, like the whole podcast over. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he definitely doing that shit with Ish.
He definitely finna cross his T's and dot his I's now.
Because Mal and them left, right? Mal and Roy left.
Ice and Ish are not coming into this shit feeling any type of way of entitled.
Right.
They gonna be happy with the check that Joe cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, bro, this is easy money. Like we just said, they're working less than 40 hours a month. Not 40 hours a week. They're working less than 40 hours a month.
Yeah.
But you know what though, Big Ed?
The labor is not physical.
I don't like the dudes that walk in a building and they'll work for the man as an employee, but they boy got money for them and they won't be an employee. Like, he still made them rich. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, dudes will work for the man and they fine with being that employee, but if Joe says, be my employee, I'm gonna make you rich, it's a problem.
It's about respecting value.
You know what's fucked up? The thing is, they don't have too much going on outside of that, I don't think. I know some Rory do safe and losing emotional one. See, when y'all got other shit going on outside of that, y'all would be looking at Joe podcast like that's just one of my bags. So that shit wouldn't have really been nothing. Y'all had y'all own YouTube going, y'all own shit going and popularizing all the moment and the fucking opportunity. Then you wouldn't have to worry about that. That'll just be like, oh, that's $250K side money. I'm doing this over here, this over there, this. All of this shit is adding up. You get what I'm saying? But like y'all just gonna fucking be on the podcast for how long? 30 years and just be sitting right there next to Joe, old and gray with a cane, and still ain't fucking doing nothing else. Like, nigga,
and that's what Big Ass said. You can't teach ambition. You can't teach hustle.
Yeah,
bro. Y'all gotta start some type of fucking TV something. Shit.
That's real. That's real.
Just trying to hug on a nigga nuts and a nigga couch.
Man, too many motherfuckers know y'all across America, bro.
I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. I
love, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. Good seeing you.
Everybody who tapped in tonight, man. I appreciate it. Feel good to be back on live again. I'm gonna have some more shit coming soon. Probably ain't gonna do that podcast on Monday, but it'll be back there next Monday for sure. So y'all stay tapped in with a nigga. I'ma still try to drop some little videos and shit like that. And we got more shit coming, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Y'all motherfucker hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Shout out to my guy Gooch out of Chicago. My boy Marcus, he ace time. I remain unimpressed. He Cali. Y'all know we rocking, man. It's all love. All my political partners for sure. We coming, man.
Y'all boys stay safe, stay blessed.
100.
For sure.
100.